the second after Michael Lang's double, and Coons would hold off the Canaries late as the X's took the win over the Birds. Sioux City would make the postseason and play in the league's first ever wild card game on this day, September 5th, 2021. The X's and those Birds a win over the Canaries. Stay tuned. Playoff game number 2, the West Division Series game number 2 here from Lewis and Clark Park. It comes up next right here on KSCJ and ABaseball.tv.
Hey X's fans, bring your furry friend to enjoy every Wednesday home game with you. It's you and your good puppy dog every Wednesday, excluding July 3rd.
KQNU, Ottawa, Sioux City.
What's up, guys? I'm Sabrina Carpenter.
This is The Weekend.
Yeah.
All the hits from 2K and Today.
Q102.
Sioux City Explorers are on the air.
1-2, swinging away, got him, and Jared Weatherby strikes out Trevor Achenbach, and he's done tonight.
Hear all the Explorers American Association action right here all season on KSCJ.
Hit high out toward left center field. That ball's pretty well hit. All the run is over. He won't get there. It's off the wall. Charles is in at second base. It's 1-0 Sioux City.
It's baseball time in Siouxland.
Oh man, you can't make this up.
With your Sioux City Explorers.
Right side, coming home will be Langley. He will slide in, he will score, and the X's will walk it off. Rodriguez came home with it, but not in time, and Langley scores. It's 7-6, Sioux City.
Now it's time for the first pitch on your home for Sioux City Explorers baseball. KSCJ with the voice of the Explorers, Dan Vaughn.
Welcome to Sioux City, everybody. I'm Dan Vaughn, right here on AABaseball.tv. Me, TV in Sioux City. Q102 in Sioux City, an Unbeaten sports channel. We're glad you're along tonight. John Colomita back in the studio. Eric Larson next door. We're all ready to go and locked and loaded for game number 2 of this best of 3 West Division Series in the American Association. 62 degrees tonight. Sun is in and out most of the day. It's breezy, but the wind has died down since, about 2 hours ago. It was blowing out of the northwest to the right field fair foul pole, but as the sun is making its way behind us to the west, it has died a little. And at the moment, the wind only at a 12-mile-an-hour gust. It was up to 18 to 20 earlier, and now a light 12 miles and off and on, the steady 5 in the gust at 12, so it's kind of where we're at right now as the sun makes its way. Austin Drury, 7-4 at 3.80. He'll make his 21st start of the year, his first postseason start this year, but no stranger to the postseason. This is a guy who, as the X's have gone in the postseason, he's been the guy. He has 16 2/3 innings under his belt, 14 hits, 16 strikeouts in playoff action. He's got a 1.67. He's 2-0 in playoff baseball. There's his regular season numbers, but he has the best numbers of any Explorers starter since joining the American Association in postseason. So this is a guy that's got a real high watermark, and the guy you've got going on tonight for Sioux City in this one. Traveling gray pants for the Birds tonight. They've got the blue. There's their lineup card, rather. Mike Hart leads off. A little different look than the other night. Jabari Henry, the heart and soul, their DH, bats second. It'll be Matt Botcher in center. Calvin Estrada, the league MVP. He bats cleanup. Jordan Barth, he's solid at shortstop. The big RBI man in right is Josh Raywald. It'll be Peter Zimmerman at first base. Catchers probably Dre Dirksen, rather. And Trevor Achenbach is at second base. Sit back, relax, enjoy the X's and the Birds tonight. 62 degrees in Sioux City. We're glad you're along. It's playoff-style baseball, Sioux City style. And it'll be Mike Hart leading things off, the left-handed stick in those blue jerseys. The numbers are in blue with the gold backing. Austin Drury with that black top on will wind and deal. We're on the way in Sioux City, right down I-29. 61 degrees at 7:09 at Central Daylight Time. Nothing in one to Hart. Lefty-lefty matchup. The defense in a moment for Sioux City. Getting the white numbers on those black jerseys. Sioux City across the front in script. They're wearing the black caps today. They're in the third base dugout of the X's. That Iowa patch on the right sleeve. The 1-1 is just a bit low for the ball, 2-1. How about the umpires tonight? Balls and strikes for the association. It'll be Kelvin Bultron. Clay Parks, the crew chief, he's at first base, and Jeremy Rhoda is over at third for the American Association. 2-1 from Drury. Florida man deals. Just missed off the plate. Not by much, 3-1. Something we talked about earlier that Steve Montgomery said the free transportation didn't hurt him over the week, but you're going to have to watch that here. 3-1. That one caught the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The defense in just a moment after the 3-2 coming home in a moment. Just getting going here. Got some Canaries folks here. A good crowd of X's folks here. Siouxland battle. Payoff. Swinging a foul tip and did not hold on there with Curtis Byrne. Henry George in left. Austin Davis will be in center. Right fielder, Deshaun Knowles over at third base, Amdiel Layer. We'll give that to you in just a moment here. 3-2 playoff from Drury. Popped over our heads here, and that'll be a souvenir. We'll hold off the line of card to just the defensive alignment in just a moment, Eric, for you. So we'll do that in just a moment. Eric doing a great job next door. We got a lot of moving parts tonight. We're glad everybody's tuned in wherever you're tuned in. We'd love to hear from you, too. Nod yes from Drury. The payoff pitch coming home. Outside corner, called strike 3. See you later. In the books backwards. And a great start for Austin Drury. Mike Hart didn't like it, tried to sell it right there. Let's see what that pitch was. Yeah, it looked like a good framing job for Curtis Byrne. And there's one down. Here's the defense for Sioux City. Jabari Henry will step in. Henry steps in with the right side. Lefty-righty matchup here. First one to Henry coming home. Swinging away, 0-1. Jabari Henry had 22 long balls the regular season. He's the premier long ball hitter in this partner league. He's been that way for a number of years. He's a legend. Here's the 0-1. Low for the ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. The X's defense behind Drury here. See on the camera there, Curtis Byrne saying, I got you. Ball to strike. 1-1. Swinging away, tailing away, 1-2. Lewis and Clark Park, the lines are 330. Straightaway 400. The flags are just the right of the batter's eye. 10-foot high wall, foul pole to foul pole. Scoreboard's in left center. 1-2. It's high and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Black wall with the signage there, padded out there. And those flags, the Iowa flag and the U.S. flag and the banner of the Explorers fluttering slightly to the right. Right field fair foul. 2-2. Missed inside at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mike Meyer guiding the Birds to a 4th consecutive playoff appearance. He is the skipper of that bunch. Ryan Zimmerman, the pitching coach. 3-2 payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him down and away. Out number 2. 2 up, 2 down with the strikeout. Watch it right here at A Baseball. Oh, yeah, good breaking ball there. That slider action there, backdoored it there, and 2-2. 2 down here now. Eric, if you're ready, whenever, I will follow your lead there, buddy, on the defensive side in a moment. Here's Matt Botcher. Check it. Did he go around the appeal? He did not. 1 ball, no strikes to Botcher. There it is. Henry George in left. Austin Davis and center. Deshaun Knowles in right. You got Layer over at the 3rd corner. Josh Day, the Mississippi man, at short. Vilatich at 2nd. There's a good breaking ball that caught the outside corner. Tor Montgomery at 1st, and the catcher Curtis Byrne, the young man from St. Louis, and Texas Christian University, along with Austin Davis out in center. A couple of frogs. 1-1. Hit out toward left. Down the line, that'll be toward the Pilot Rock party deck. We're banging around down. Actually, just shy. Actually, it hit the bullpen chair and knocked a chair down there. So one of Nate Gherkin's furniture down there got knocked around. Nate's kind of in charge of the furniture, I believe. And have to repair that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drury nods yes, and he'll deal the 1-2. That's away, 2-2. Jabari Henry, who just struck out, he is their bench coach. Their hitting coach is Mike Hart, who also let off the ball game. 2s across the board to left. Drury deals. Just darts inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Not by much there, but breaking ball that just turned the corner inside. 2 down. 1st inning just rolling in this one. Payoff pitch. Drury. 3rd base side of the rubber deals. Outside corner. Called strike 3. See you later. 1, 2, 3. They go in order. And a great start for Austin Drury. How you like me now? Nothing doing. We have the strikeout. Top half of the books. Our first look at the X's card comes up next right here on ABaseball.tv.
This is Austin Drury of your Sioux City Explorers. Summertime is baseball time in Siouxland all season long on KSCJ.
Well, carbless, no carbs, no sugars, 100% calories, or actually be more like 100 calories, not 100%, because it's not as good as I am at marketing carbless, which I believe I'm the best marketer of carbless in the league. It's not 100%, it's 100 calories. Less is more, and we all know, and John knows this. He's back in the studio. He can tell you. You can pipe in if you want to, John. What does carbless take?
Like victory.
It
I was
tastes
waiting for that.
It tastes like victory, my friend. There you go. Great job. No matter what the flavor is, we know that dill pickle carbless is coming, and when it does come, it'll be the official one of the broadcast crew here. It'll be Austin Davis leading off. Thomas Dormany will deal. Lefty comes home, and showing a bunt will be AD, and that one caught the outside back step there. And it's a called strike on a breaking ball to 1-1. He with the card in a moment. Davis taps the plate with those long socks on, the knees just above the knees, the 0-1. Laid off, one down and away. Austin Davis followed by Henry George. Deshaun Knowles had the Player of the Month award given to him on Monday there in Canada. He bats third for the X's. Here's the 1-1. Check it, doesn't matter. Called strike 1 and 2. That'll be Josh Day, the 4-hole hitter. Michael Quinones, he's been scorching hot. Zach Vuletich over at second, bats sixth. Then Montgomery had a great August. He'll bat seventh. Curtis Byrne, the RBI on Wednesday. And Abdullah, your power stick down there. He had a great final week of the season, and he was named the carbless batter of the week. Here's the 1-2 to AD. Swinging a wave, got him. Dormany gets a strikeout to start things off for the Birds. They're faithful on the first base side. About, a handful of folks down there. One down will be Henry George. For the ball game, Henry George was awarded his All-Star little plaque for that. There's Dormany. His numbers this year, 11-1 at .290. Great numbers, man. He was great in the league. Won those 11 games. Lefty to George. Outside corner called strike, and it's 1-1. Steve Montgomery in the third base box. That red pullover on. Bobby Post as well in the first base box. 0-1 from the lefty. Missed away with it. 1-1 strike. Rafael Melchiona is your hitting coordinator, and you see him on the screen right there right over the helmet of George, but just behind Deshaun Knowles, who waits on deck. 1-1. Foul back in the seats. Look out. And then out in Arizona, Dan Butler. Catching coach and hitting coach and advanced scouting right there. Sonner Melvin, your bench coach. And the greatness of Bruce Fishbach, who was named the Certified Athletic Trainer of the Year in the association this year. Congratulations, Brucey. Here's the 1-2. Little roller right side, slowly rolling. Dormany will track it from behind. Foot race, not going to beat them. It'll be Henry George, an infield single, rolling on the right side. There's no chance. If the pitcher's got a cover in that situation, a slow roller, that's a foot race that he's not going to win. And Dormany, I don't care how good of an athlete he is, not going to win that one. And Henry George has the X's first hit of the ball game. Deshaun Knowles. Here's the defense for the Birds. It's Mike Hardin left. Matt Botcher will be in center. Josh Raywald in right. Calvin Estrada, Player of the Year, is at third. Shortstop Jordan Barth. First pitch to Knowles, and he takes it low for the ball, 1-0. Trevor Achenbach at second. First baseman's Peter Zimmerman. Catcher is Dre Dirksen. Georgia lead here. There's the pitch to Knowles. Foul back, 1-1 strike. But be interesting to see how the X's do in the running game here. One of the keys that John gave you earlier is you see the wide shot with the defense behind it. There you go. Hart, Botcher, Raywald, Estrada, Barth, Achenbach, Zimmerman, and Dirksen. Great job there, Eric. Canaries in the field there. 1-1 strike. Lefty looks over as the 1-1. Ground ball toward the bag at second. Get on through. Base hit. Henry George will hold at second base. They'll be at first and second. Knowles right back at the box there. And the X is in business with one down for Josh Day. Watching the replay here. Right back at the box as a flight of geese come right over the ballpark, almost on cue. It's our flyover tonight. It's our flyover tonight. A beautiful flyover. A V formation, if you will. So first and second. Day was second the team in RBIs this year, 63. He was first most of the year and really went to Canada. It wasn't for the layer last week of the season and winding up, finishing second, but they both finished seventh and eighth, rather. Layer seventh, Day eighth in the league. Now turning around and looking back to second is Dormady. This is where the X's really can cause trouble. This 1-ball, no strike count, the double steal chance. 1-0, that's down and in for a ball, 2-0. Scoreless in the first inning. Natchez, Mississippi for the hometown of Josh Day. He's a Missouri graduate, went to grad school at University of Southern Mississippi down in Hattiesburg. And a lot of black and gold in his repertoire. 2-0. Low, 3-0. Yeah, Columbia, they got Missouri Tigers who'll play KU tomorrow. They've got the black and gold. Of course, Southern Miss, black and gold. Same color as those Hawkeyes will be at Ames tomorrow. 3 balls, no strikes. That's what Dormady does here. 3-0. Just caught the inside corner. Day thought he had ball 4. He tossed the bat aside, up to go grab the stick here. At least the bat boy will deliver it to him. And Kelvin Bultron says, yeah, I called it a strike. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, and the old gentleman strike there. 3 balls, a strike. Still a good count for Josh Day. 3-1. Swinging a foul tip. Just got a piece, and it's 3-2 as Zach Miletich stands in the hold, and right on deck to his right is Michael Quinones. Davis struck out, but then George singled in the infield. Deshaun Knowles at the box. They lead at first and second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and now time has been called for Josh Day, and so Dormady will walk behind the bump. Left-hander. John's great work on the radio side. 6 foot 207. Lutz, Florida. Here's the payoff. Grounded sharply but foul at third base, and Steve Montgomery will watch it go down the line. Yeah, Steve Montgomery. It was Steve Montgomery, Henry George, Felix Cepeda, and Bruce Fishbach were all honored before the ball game. General manager, vice president as well, Tom Backmeyer, honored John Roos for downstairs and honoring those gentlemen for their awards this year. 3-2 runners are moving, payoff, and it's inside. He walked him, ball 4. They're loaded for the X's the first inning. So every bag and explore. Here's Michael Quinones. Quinones, a limited sample size, but a good one. 379 for the year. You're 0 for 3, but scored a run on Wednesday night. A lefty-lefty matchup for Quinones, who came into the club via trade in July from the Florence Yalls of the Frontier League, is the first one. Down low and away for the ball, 1-0. Did not see a lot of time. Saw time against against the Birds, but you didn't see the first series. He didn't see any time there. 6 of 12 against him. That one caught the outside corner. Change of pace at 78. So he did have a second half of the season, I guess. The 377 month of August. Bases low to the X's, hitting 284. That one missing low. It's 2-1. So 284 for Sioux City in this situation in the regular season. Every bag they stand. 1 down, 2 balls a strike. 2-1. That is on the inside corner. It's an 84-mile-an-hour something there. It caught it, and it's 2-2. Miletich waits on deck. Quinones only had 3 at-bats in the regular season against lefties. Get one right here to high leverage spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Every bag they stand the pitch. Here's one line to second. They will. No, he didn't catch it. And throw to first, and they got a double play. They got a 4-6-3 double play ball, little humpback spinner right there. And Achenbach takes a step back, plays on a bounce, and Quinones bounces out 4-6-3. X's load them up, and the X's come up, snake eyes right there. We're through one. We're scoreless on KSCJ, Q102, and AABaseball.tv. And back in Sioux City, scoreless. The Canaries dodged a big bullet. It's the MVP, though, Calvin Estrada. Yeah, nice job there by Achenbach. And a little bouncer. He turns it from a liner to a bouncer. It was hit sharply, but Achenbach takes a step back, and it plays on the skip there. And when he does, the base umpire, Jeremy Rodas, actually it was Clay Park there that said, yeah, it's not a catch. It's down and in for a ball. It's 2-0. And then able to turn that 4-6-3 and just getting Quinones by about a half stride. But the one thing you could have happened there, you need a fly ball, he didn't get it. 2 balls, no strikes, Drury deals. Cue ball foul to Woodfirst. Big swing there for the MVP this year. This guy did it all. 352, 20 homers, 88 driven in. He's young from out in California. Went to Long Beach State. 2 wide. Foul back over our heads here, 2-2. And I don't think anybody in the league, if you follow the league, if you're a casual observer of the league, trust me, they got it right. If you follow the league, you know they got it right. I don't think anybody had anybody else on that ballot. Here's a 2-2. Bounce again, 3-2. I mean, there have been some years, you know, I think of a couple of years there's been some toss-ups. The year Sermo won it in 18, I don't think that was a toss-up. Of course, the former Explorer now playing for the Red Hawks of Fargo-Moorhead. 3-2 payoff. Here's one hit out toward left field. That's tattoo. That's trouble. Georgia played on a bounce out there. And racing for 2 will be Estrada. Throw to second base is cut off. It's a double for the Birds. That's what an MVP does for you right there. A lace double to left. On the challenge, accepted. Watch this. Out over the plate, fastball elevated. That's just a double out to the wall, and Henry played it perfectly there. He bobbled for a moment. The X's did not get the runs home. Let's see what the Birds can do in this situation. Lead up double. Again, if Sioux City wins, they will move on. If Sioux Falls wins, we play a winner go home tomorrow. Showing a bunt. Let's see if Barth will try to lay it down here or not. Thought he kind of squared for a moment there. Is the first one. He'll swing and take it inside. He did not square around. 1 ball, no strikes. Jordan Barth at 303 to the regular season. Cold Springs, Minnesota, right-handed stick. Lefty-righty, runner second. Nobody out in the second. Drury deals. Fouled away, 1-1. Yeah, the X's, you were one swing away from really feeling different, right? That first inning, but now it's white knuckle time here with runner second. Nobody out. That's how it's inning by inning, batter by batter, these postseasons. Ball to strike from Drury. Liner right side, base hit will be 1-0. Estrada come around, he will. It's 1-0. Birds cash in. They do not mess around right there. Their offense just simply too good. Just simply too good. Barth delivers the RBI. It's 1-0 Sioux Falls. You do not cash in, you get a double turn. They come right back. You just cannot miss those opportunities. Simple as that. You really could feel, too, when the X's didn't cash in, that the Birds dodged a huge bullet, and they make you pay. They've got a 1-0 lead in the road here. The X's double play depth here. 1-0 Falls. Outside corner, called strike to Josh Raywald. So it's double, single. And again, that's the difference. The two teams, they do things differently. The power numbers, the doubles, that's what Sioux Falls does. And runners in scoring position, that's huge as well. The 0-1. Drury's pitch on the outside corner again. It's 0-2. During the regular season, Sioux Falls finished 3rd in average. Sioux City was 4th, though. That's the surprising thing. Folks are probably going, what? I didn't know that. I hadn't seen a game in a while. But if you hadn't seen a game in a while, you did not realize the Axis had a great August. Climbed to the 4th spot offensively, although the Birds were 3rd. 264 to 257. Hit out toward left. George coming in. He will make the play shoulder high on a soft liner. Back to first goes Barth, so 1 down here. Now, the big difference was they led the league in runs scored, 581. The X's were third with 516. But the really big difference was long balls. 128 home runs for the Birds, 71 for Sioux City, finishing 10th in the league. Middle place for two here. It's 1-0 Sioux Falls. We're in the second, top of the second. Lefty-righty. Found a way down the line. That should reach their bullpen, and it will be down there. Well, the flags are stuck. It's much like the other night, too. Remember in Sioux Falls, we got there, the wind was blowing straight out to right. It was a north wind blowing straight out to right. 1-0 Sioux Falls here, the 0-1 from Drury. That's hitting. Yep, hit him right there on the Peter Zimmerman elbow there, and it's first and second. So big at bat for Dre Dirksen here with runners aboard, one down. Yeah, hit right on the elbow pad there. You heard it kind of clip it there. It hit the padding. That's why you got the padding on. Take your base. Big chance for the Birds. It's 1-0. They could really put you behind the 8 ball here. X's defense, slight shade in the left side. Swinging a wave, 0-1. Now, where the two teams were really different, though, was in the pitching department. Sioux City finished second in the association. They finished 9th. Despite having two really good starters at the top, one of them being Dormany, the other one being Tanner Brown. 0-1. Drop to the inside corner, 0-2. Throw in their pitching coach, Ryan Zimmerman, who had a great second half when he was re-signed. But still, they finished 9th. 0-2, first and second. 1-0. Sioux Falls on top here in this second inning. Drury deals. Darts inside, 1-2. Kiddo crying for Slider. Slider scared the kiddo. Slider, what are you doing, mate? Kiddo was like, no, don't pick me up. I'm scared of the big Slider. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Could be 2. 6-4 on to first, the old best mate. There you go. The old best mate, 6-4 in the front half. Back half 4-3, and a big time double play to end any more damage in the inning. They get 1 run in the inning, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, man left. We're through 1.5. You're tuned to Explorers Baseball, playoff style, on Unbeaten Sports Channel, and AABaseball.tv. AABaseball.tv. Catch all the playoff action. First one to Zach Vuletich is low and away for the ball. It's 1-0. Vuletich was a great find in the last year as he came on. All-star this year is the 1-0. Led up on the outside corner. It's 1-1 and he was a guy that came through last year. One of the only 2 pieces, he and Deshaun Knowles, who had at bats last season in the postseason. 1-1. Just low and away for the ball, 2-1. Knowles played last year, and of course you had some pitchers. You had Goins, Gherkin. Here's the 2-1. Grounded sharply behind Mongo at third. Also Drury and Weatherby. Marmon also was in the remember, Marmon was the closing role last year. But the X's, position-wise, only 2 guys that had at-bats in the postseason in that series against Fargo was Zach Vuletich and Deshaun Knowles. 2-2. Curveball found back as he swung and just got a piece of to stay alive. I think it's called a quad cast, not the Brady Bunch cast, but 2-2. Grounded sharply toward third base, hit down the line. That could be 2 for Vu. He'll turn, he'll race for a second. Here's a throw in there to second base, and it will not be in time. A double for Zach Vuletich. Just past the diving Calvin Estrada at third base, down the line. And it hit off that wooden fence down by the Pilot Rock Party Deck. And a good play by Mike Hart down there. It ricocheted right back to Hart. Hart even barehanded it. Yet Vuletich was in there. But that thing hit sharply off that wood in foul territory after it went by the bag, but it ricocheted right to Hart, who barehands it. Great play by Hart, but again, a double for Vuletic. And here's Torrin Montgomery. He had an RBI on Wednesday night. Torrin rolls it off the shoe tops. Ouch. He'll go to a wallet here. And I think he's okay, but he'll get up, help himself up with the bat, and walk this off. Bruce Fishbach will come out. Oh, he's a trainer of the year. Certified, of course. Yeah, that hit. Oh, wow. Yikes. Great replay there. Give us that again. Great stuff right there. Yeah, watch. Yeah, right. Oof. Yeah, right off the side of that knee there. He's okay, but up and at him, but kind of smart, wasn't it? Trying to collect himself here. 1-0 Sioux Falls, and so far, the Canaries took advantage of their chance. The X's did not in the first inning. Although the double play ball a moment ago did keep any chance of a big inning off the board in this 1-0 ball game in the second. So Montgomery, 260 of the regular season, grounds it sharply, base hit down the line. That's going to tie the ball game. Rounding through to be Vuletic. Montgomery will head to second. Throw to second base is going to be not in time, but double. Double right there. It's 1-1. X's answer in the second. Another, almost the exact same ball for Montgomery. Watch it on the AA baseball replay. Just past Estrada at third, who was actually kind of cheating in a bit there, too. And Curtis Burns, the batter. Montgomery, don't sleep on his speed there. He did motor and got in there. That throw was wide of the bag down there, but another good throw, another good job fielding for Hart over there. And Byrne takes on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Byrne, a sac fly RBI on Wednesday. It was 1 for 4. Probably he was 0 for 2 rather than a sack. Back-to-back doubles for Sioux City. Fourth hit for the X's. Byrne grounds it toward Mongo again at third. Between Mongo and the bag there, it's the third ball in that corner. Though as many, 5 pitches. That one that was fouled. That's Montgomery's second playoff RBI. Had one on Wednesday night. Byrne had one as well. 0-2 for Curtis. 0-2. Just away. 1 ball, 2 strikes at 87 off the plate. Abdul Layer waits on deck in a 1-1 ball game here in the second. Now, Mike Hart did not even attempt to come toward home. That's swinging a foul. That one got off the lower part of the trademark there, the bat. Hart went immediately to second base. He realized Torrin was going to try for 2, and he went ahead and went to second. No, they were going to give up the tying run no matter what there. Wasn't even a reason to. And a lot of times you'll see teams throw back to the cutoff man at third or at short, but he went to second to Achenbach. 1-2. Line foul at a play. Over the top of the bleachers. Good crowd on hand. Good shot of things here at Lewis and Clark. Those blue seats there. Of course, the twilight taking over. Been a thin layer of clouds. Been off and on sunny today, but been a very comfortable day. I think it reached 70 is all it got today. Montgomery leads at second. Time is called, I believe, for Byrne. Yeah, Byrne got it there, and you heard Kelvin Bultron, the plate umpire, call time there. Fourth X's hit. Here's the pitch. That missed away, 2-2. Change of pace at 78. These two cities have been playing baseball against each other since 1902. Now, not in this league, of course, different leagues, but we get some of that a bit later on. So the history of the two. 2-2. That's inside 3-2. Sioux City and Sioux Falls separated by just I-29. That's it. Payoff. Here's one out towards center. That's drifting back a bit for Botcher. He was reaching over to the right. He'll make the play in the alley. Montgomery, though, will go to third, though. That's deep enough to move him on to third. That's no trouble there. And Botcher over the alley makes the play. That moves Montgomery to third. And Byrne does his job moving the runner to third base. Deep fly right there. And it kind of had some slicing action. You see Botcher tracking it down just shy of the warning track. There's Abdul Lay, your team leader in RBIs. And these two areas about an hour and 12 minutes apart. Depends on how fast you drive, right? At the knees, they called strike. Folks downstairs didn't like it. Looked pretty good, though. Folks didn't like it. The 0-1, infield drawn in. Foul back, and it's 0-2. It's a fly ball situation here. But so at third. Pitch to Lair, swinging away. Got him. Down it in. Just got himself out there. That's the second strikeout by Dormady. Got him to fly a ball in a worse way right there, but the X's couldn't execute that. And here's Austin Davis. He struck out his first time. So at third. Lefty righty. Davis takes it low for the ball, 1-0. Now the corners do come in a bit. Estrada's even with the bag at third. Away from the bag at first is Zimmerman, the first baseman, but he's got his feet, toes right on the edge of the grass, and he's ranged away on the right side in case they try to push one down that right side. The 1-0 to AD. So it'll be high for the ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Line to left, they'll be foul though. A little early there down toward the Pilot Rock party deck. Got a good pitch there and lined it 87 with the corner there. But Davis steps out, 2 balls a strike. Those 2 TCU connections began his collegiate career at West Virginia. A man from Florida, was a really highly talented athlete down there, played football and baseball. He was just multi-talented down there, was quarterback in high school. A real high upside. He's a guy that really rounding into form and taking this league by storm. Led the league in stolen bases, and it wasn't, really pretty much the 2-man race with Jarius Richards and Gary Southshore, but he caught him and passed him. And we got time here called for Davis, I believe. 1-1 ball game, runner home in the second. Just those batting gloves there, and he'll dig in. Young man whose brother drafted by the Athletics this summer. Proud family. 2-1. Just inside 3-1. Henry George would be next. Good thing is you're getting some pitches, and you're seeing some pitches here. Dormany's 3-1. Grounded foul down the runway. He may have got off the heel there, too. So it'll be 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff will be due. 47 pitches already for the lefty. Great year to the lefty, though. And 3-2 payoff. Grounded foul again behind the plate. Dormany, 33 years old. He'll turn 33 back in June. Former 10th round pick by the Padres. Faulkner University there in Alabama. Last year, full-time Venezuela and Mexico as well. A couple years ago as well. Been down in Caribbean. Payoff. Line left side, but just foul over the head of Montgomery and down the foul line there. Between the bag and Mongo again. Steve's getting a little business over there too today. And 3 teams of 23 down in Mexico and Venezuela. Caracas, Leon in Mexico, and then also played winter ball down in Mazatlan. Did Dormany. 3-2 payoff coming on, runner third. Here's one again bounced, this time behind Steve at third, and Mongo will be out of the way there. Began his professional career back in 14, the Northwest League in Eugene with those Padres. Looking down here, 20 starts this year. 28 his second year as a pro in 2016. And between Lake Elsinore in the California League and Fort Wayne in the Midwest. Here's the 3-2 payoff coming home. Outside corner, called strike 3. Good cutting fastball there. And Davis took it right there for out number 3. 1 run comes home on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We're through 2. We got a dandy so far through 2. It's 1-1. You're tuned to Explorers Baseball on AABaseball.tv. Beautiful sunset out toward the west. A little twilight there. Some fire in the sky here in Sioux City. Dan Vaughn with you. We're tied at 1, top of the 3rd inning. We got a Sneaky's Chicken Out-of-Town scoreboard coming from John Cotovita in a few moments. On the radio side, at the knees, a called strike to Trevor Achenbach. 9-1-2. We'll also give you an update as well on the AA side, but I'll be doing that. Here's the 0-1. Little change of plan there as it's low for the ball, 1-1. John Cotovito is in the studio. He was going to be here. He was here to start, and we had a little scheduling snafu, but we're all good. He's doing a great job, and he'll give you a full update in a moment. Here's the 1-1. Grounded foul. Look out at third, and Mike Meyer watches it go down the line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-1 ball game. X's with 4 hits so far. The birds of the pair. Austin Drury's ready. I heard he was locked in today. It's what I was told. Swinging away. Got it. See you later. Kind of off speed right there. Away. It's 1 ball out of the zone that's chased there, and you'll take it, man. Achenbach was looking for something else, and Drury's got that 4th strikeout. If you know him, and I know him fairly well, so he's been here long enough. I've got to know Austin. He's a really good dude. I love his family. I mean, they're really good people. And hello down in Florida. Hello, South Carolina as well. It's Mike Hart. Struck out his first time. Takes the fastball up at 89, it looked like, and it's 1-0. But one thing that I noticed today, and what I heard today too, 1-0. Just missed away, 2-0, was that it's a guy that playoff-wise has been great. I mean, he's been locked in the postseason, has been, 3 years in a row. Swinging a wave, 2-1, Hart on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. 6 foot, 190 is Drury. Former Dodgers farmhand, 34th round in 18 with the University of North Florida. They're in Jacksonville. 2-1. Missed inside, 3-1. Drury's been really, postseason-wise, 16 to 3rd innings coming in. There's 14 hits, 6 earned runs. Actually, 6 runs, only 3 were earned. He's got 1 tonight, 3-1. There it is on the outside corner, 3-2. Came in striking out 16 in 3 postseason starts. A 1.67 ERA, and 3 balls, 2 strikes as Burns sits up on the outer half. The payoff, foul back, left the crowd mic there. In 23, he won the series opener at Fargo, an 8-6 winner. The X's had some defensive issues that night, but they won the game 8-6. He got a no decision last year at Fargo. He's 3-2 payoff. Hit out toward right. A little early, though. That'll be a foul ball toward the bullpen. The Birds pin has already got folks in those royal blue hoodies down there. They gave up 1 earned run in 6 frames at Fargo last year, so payoff. Popped up, left field, coming in as Henry George. At 15, 18, 25 strides in now as he speeds up, puts the brakes on. Henry tippy-toeing in, makes the play, F7 up the chute there, 1 out in the 3rd inning. Jabari Henry will be the batter with 2 down. I think I said 1 down, 2 down. Henry, a league favorite, a fan favorite. I mean, he's liked everywhere. He's a really nice young man. Henry takes it away for the ball, 1-0. Austin Drury at the moment, now regular season numbers, but he's got the postseason lead in the American Association for the X's pitching-wise, missing down and in for a ball 2-0. No one's made as many starts as he has. Now, a couple of guys have made appearances. Gherkin, Barman now with 3 appearances, but only 1 start. Whether it be just the 1 start. 2-0. Foul back, 2-1. There's a couple of guys in the 15 team that are right there with him, but he's closing in. I believe he needs 2 more innings to be the leader postseason-wise. 2-1. Swinging away, 2-2 at 86, tailing in. 1-1 ball game, 3rd inning. By the way, on the radio side, don't forget Sneaky's Chicken scoreboard coming up in a moment at Gordon Drive. I was there today. 2-2. Grounded foul. Look out the dugout down there. They scatter. And Jabari Henry puts a good moment there. He says, look, sorry, guys. And McQuade and look like Atanio, also Bruce Fishbach. They all scatter. Jaron Jackson are like, what? And then 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike where he got him in the inning is over. And a 1-2-3 inning. 5 strikeouts for Drury. Nothing doing in the top of the 3rd inning. We're going to step aside on AABaseball.tv. Folks to come back. Here we are at Mercy Field here in Sioux City. I'm Dan Vaughn. There's your Sneaky's Chicken Out-of-Town scoreboard, the playoff edition. It's the Chicago Dogs 2-0. That's in the 6th inning. Milwaukee a 7 spot over those defending champs of King County. Kansas City just got an RBI again. They're up 2-0 over Fargo, top of the 5th inning there in Kansas City. Here we're tied at 1. And there's your road to the Wolff Cup final right there. The winner of this series will go on to face the winner of that Kansas City and Fargo Moorhead series. In the East Division, they're battling it out there. And it's an inning-by-inning proposition here. Now, again, looks like Milwaukee's in the driver's seat to tie that series up. Kansas City at the moment in the driver's seat to tie that series up. Here's Henry George. 1-1 ball game. Dorminey with 51 pitches, and this is 52nd, missed inside. Drury with 56 so far. Next is with the run on 4 hits. They've got a run on 2. Here's the 1-0. That's down and inside, and it got a piece of the kneecaps of Henry George. Henry singled. He was 1 for 4 on Wednesday night. The X's had a double from Davis, a George single, RBI. Here's the 2-0. That's away 3-0. Then they had the triple from Knowles. It was 2-0 for the sac fly delivered a few batters later. The X's had that 3-0 lead early on Wednesday. Here's the 3-0 pitch to George. There it is on the outside corner. Gentleman strike, 3-1. Lefty with that blue glove. Dorminey deals the 3-1. That's going to be a low walking ball for, so free transportation here. Punch that transit ticket. Second walk issued. And the X's can get the running game going again. They've not really had, they didn't have a chance really on Wednesday. They were 1 for 2 in stolen bases. It was kind of a push. Now the X's did get a stolen base, but they also got caught once, but you didn't really, your offense in the first inning it wasn't predicated by the stolen base. You had a double steal chance earlier, but you got a ball 4 and walked him. So let's see what happens here. George gets a read here. Knowles, who had a single earlier, he takes it at the knees. A called strike, 0-1. Well, the X's had some success against Dormany away in the zone a week and a half ago here. George leads at first. Inching away there is the pitch to Knowles. Missing low for the ball, 1-1. Deshaun, the player of the month. Rawlings player of the month in the association. Nobody was really better the last 5 weeks. It was consistently him, and others kept joining him, but he kept doing his thing. There goes George, the 1-1. It's inside to the second base. Is going to be not in time. It got away to center, but luckily backing up was the shortstop, Jordan Barth. Boy, Barth able to back up right there. That thing hit, it may have actually hit Henry George. Let's see the replay. Henry got a pretty good jump. Dirkson's throw to left the bag. Yeah, and when Achenbach fields it, he brings it down, and he kind of just dropped the ball anyway. He never got the ball at all. He never got the ball at all. 2-1. Just inside 3-1. So stolen base. It's a Ronald McDonald House stolen base. The Ronald McDonald House Charities of Siouxland. Another $2 to Ronald McDonald House. Bonus, Ronald McDonald House Charities. 3 balls a strike, 3-1. George at second. Tied at 1 here in the third inning. Knowles rolls it toward third. Going to be a tough play. Charging going to be Estrada. He has no play. And they'll be safe. Infield single. They're at the corners here. A little roller. Watch the replay. Yeah, Estrada has to barehand it, and when he does, he leaves it behind him. There's not much you can do there. That's a tough play. Great speed for Knowles. George easily at third base. And again, the bear paw for Estrada. A great camera shot there, but couldn't do much with it. So now corners for Josh Day in a 1-1 ball game, the third inning. Some stirring in the Birds' pen, swinging away, 0-1. No one throwing, but some standing around, some stretching. So you hear the trucks howling up the highway, going eastbound and down. X is hoping 2 weeks they'll be heading east for a Miles Wolff Cup final appearance. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a foul tip and just got a piece there today. It's 0-2. Quinones waits on deck. Nobody out. Corners in a 1-1 ball game. Fans into it tonight on a Friday. Good one here tonight. They got a good crowd, and they've got some energy tonight. Evening just about upon us. The last sliver of a Friday in Siouxland on the horizon. About to say goodbye to us. 0-2. High for the ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes at 89. The overthrow there. Let's see what they do here with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Would you try to lull them into that delayed steal? We've seen Knowles and Davis both in this situation. Corners. 1-2. Here's one hit out toward left center field. That should get a run home, though. In the alley will be Boucher. He'll make the play. Henry George will tag. He'll race home. It's 2-1 Sioux City. Sac fly RBI for Josh Day. Ring the bell. 2-1 X's here in the third inning. And that's just the first out of the inning for Michael Quinones. Quinones will step in. The X's have a lead. Now you can kind of do a little something on the base pass here. Knowles the lead there at first base. He didn't go to second there. There he goes now. Pitch away to the second base is going to be not in time. High there, high and away there, and the only play for Achenbach was a grab it. Stolen base for Knowles. That pitch was away for a ball. It was probably the right pitch to throw away, but Knowles easily in there. Yeah, the shot. Great replay. He's easily in there. You're in the wallet tag there, but he's easily in there. It's second. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the one. There goes Knowles at third. Throw to third base is going to be not in time. Drop the handle to Estrada. Estrada dropped the handle as it came in there, and Knowles has got dirt in the jersey and the pants. Clubby John Witt, you got work to do tonight, young man. Let's see here. Yeah, it looked like Estrada just didn't have the handle on it. So a couple of stolen bases, infield drawn in. Speed sets it up, the 2-0 count to Quinones. Hammered foul at a play down the line. Yeah, I didn't recognize John Witt in the pregame. I should have. The Open. John Witt's down there. He's got work to do in those pants tonight. We'll get a great shot of those in a moment for you, John, which you've got to work with on AABaseball.tv. Infield drawn in. 2-1. Swinging a wave. 2-2. Yeah, you can get a shot. That's a great shot right there. You can almost see it for a moment there. That first base camera had a really good look there. Deshaun Knowles got a nice piece of the dirt there on the right thigh. 2-2. Line to short right there. They'll double him up at third. Yep, they will. Yep. Lined up right in the screws there. Infield drawn in. They double play ball. Quinones hits it right in the screws, but right to Jordan Barth. Knowles is doubled up easily. Oh, man, oh, man. That'll be an L6 the front half, the 6-5 with the back half, and the X's do grab a run, though. Could have been more. One run comes home in the inning. On a hit, no errors, nobody left. We're through 3. It's 2-1 Sioux City on AABaseball.tv. And Austin Drury's first pitch to Botcher is on the outside corner, called strike 1-1. 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors for the X's. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors across the top. Those visiting birds from up the road. 0-1. That one's inside, missing there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. X's, though, have had. Quinones has been unfortunate tonight. He's hit the ball sharply, but both times in the double turns. Saving the day is the 1-1. Line foul, left side, down to where the X's pin, which has now got a few folks down there. Yeah, the 86 miles between these two cities, and they share a lot of long time history. Sioux City, older of the two, but incorporated before, is the 1-2. Swinging away, got him. See you later. 6 strikeout for Austin Drury. And I mentioned the two cities began playing in 1902, swinging away. But, you know, if you're not from the area, don't know the two teams, you've never maybe been this direction. You know, we're in the northwest corner of Iowa on the border of South Dakota and Nebraska on the other side of the Missouri River. And then Sioux Falls just up the road on the Big Sioux, which does run through Sioux City up the north side at the pitch at the knees to Calvin Estrada. But 86 miles separated by I-29. Of course, back in the day, the railroads were part of things too. And the 0-1. Low for the ball, 1-1. They've played, you know, high school matches. There's been, you know, most recently you've had hockey. 1 ball, 1 strike, the 1-1. Inside missing, 2-1. Both share the shared history of the Lakota Sioux and all that history of the Big Sioux, and of course the falls up there, here the rivers meet as well down here. It's the 2-1 to Estrada. Missing inside, 3-1. Jordan Barth had the single back in the second, waits on deck. It's 3 balls a strike to the MVP here, and a 2-1 X's lead in the 4th inning. 3 balls a strike, 3-1. Walking ball for us, Estrada getting a little free transportation. Not one I'm really upset about, I would think. I mean, that's the leading hitter. And so Jordan Barth, who had a good year as well, 303, had the RBI earlier as the batter. 2-1 ball game. We're in the 4th inning. X's have a lead. Glad you're along on all the channels, Baseball TV. How about me, TV, in Sioux City? Hello, y'all. Lefty-righty matchup. The pitch to Barth is low and inside, 1-0. But of course, you know, we've got Vermillion around the corner. That's not far away. Of course, that's the University of South Dakota. I mean, it's just a lot of, you know, we're basically cousins, right? I mean, just different states. 1-0. On the inside corner, called strike 1-1. And when I was in Gary South Shore and in Kansas City both, many times you'd swing through here and do a stop at Sioux Falls and a stop at Sioux City as a visitor. And there was our big rivalry here, has been with the two cities since they were both founded. Snow back to first and just back in there, that throw over. I discussed this on a radio broadcast earlier this year, but Sioux City actually the older charter of the two and had the earlier baseball history. Sioux City was playing pro ball in the 1880s when Pro ball came to Sioux Falls in 1902. Throw back to first and back in there again. Ball to strike. The Birds threat to steal here. They do have 123 this year, but you lapped them by 125. Although Estrada does have some wheels here. Is the 1-1. Line to short. They're actually being bounced now. 6-4 on the first, and that's all they're going to get. No, they only got, all they got. Initially, I thought it was a little humpback liner with some backspin, and that one bounce. Let's watch the replay at A baseball. Yeah, a little humpback bounce. Yeah, right there, belt high for Day. The relay, they don't get it. They do get the front out on Estrada, though, 6-4. The fielder's choice for Barth. Here's Josh Raywald.
Right fielder number 36, Josh Raywald.
A little backspin on it, and that backspin slowed up enough, and Barth runs fairly well. He had a chance for two, but not quite. Lefty-lefty matchup. Raywald line to left his first time. Little looping liner. Takes the 92-mile-an-hour fastball, the outside corner. That's a called strike. It's 0-1. 70th pitch coming for Drury here. Both bullpens have folks standing. They're a little more earnest down there. They've got guys in their hoodies doing stretches. The X's are just down there, a couple hanging around. 0-1 as a hey batter call comes out for the beer leaders. High for the ball, 1-1. Great shot of the camera there. See the Birds faithful there. A lot of those folks made the trip up. It was much like that on Wednesday night. About 55 to, I would say, 60 folks in Sioux City colors. 1-1 strike, 2 down, 2-1 Sioux City. We're in the fourth inning. Pitch swinging away, 1-2. There's some connections too. You've got, a couple of guys, one in particular, John Witt worked there, our clubhouse manager. Tanner Hoops has a history here. He is from Iowa, also worked here in this market as well, and a couple of years back, hockey-wise. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three, got him, and there's out number 3. No runs, no hits, man left. Another Austin Drury strikeout. He's got subbed. And we're through 3.5 right here on MeTV and AABaseball.tv.
Enjoy a night of Explorers baseball.
Welcome back to Lewis and Clark Park.
On the bullpen party deck.
Radio will join us in a moment.
Like
Ahead on the baseball side. Dan Vaughn with you. Cast of thousands next door. We're glad you're along tonight here in Sioux City. Radio will join us in a moment here.
This is Chase Jesse of the Sioux City Explorers. This
2-1 Sioux City.
Sioux City Explorers baseball, KSCJ of Sioux City, Iowa.
Watch anywhere, anytime, on any device, all 600 games for free. I can vouch that Roku works, man. I got the Roku going. You got Unbeaten, Gray, Rise, Fire Stick, Google TV, Sling. What do I miss there? Samsung TV Plus. I mean, all of them. Go to AABaseball.tv for more information there, and you get all the playoff games. And Gore's got the different choices of audio. You can tune into me or down the hallway to our friend Tanner as the first one's off the plate to Zach Vuletich. It's 1-0. Vuletich hit my pitch on Wednesday night. He's all good today, though. 1-0 is away, 2-0. Doubled, scored a run the second. Had a great conversation. Matt is talking to his host parents, the host grandparents today. And learned something new. 2-0. Found a way. No, I'd mentioned that Vuletich last year stayed behind. He didn't go to Texas right away when the season was over. And his host parents and host grandparents, they are corn farmers. 2-1. Liner right side. Base hit down the line. That'll be 2. He'll motor. He's going to look for 2. Throw from right field. It will be not in time. Stand-up double for Zach Vuletich. Double trouble the good way with the Red Raider. Vuletich, 2 hits tonight, both doubles. 2-1 Sioux City here. And Vuletich came in tonight. He was only 1 for 5 in the postseason, going back to last season, but now adds a couple of hits here. Now 3 of 7. As runner at second, here's Montgomery. 2-1 Sioux City. I'll tell you more about Vuletich in a moment. As he leads away there at second, inching away. They're going to turn and throw to second, and not in time. Now, Vuletic stayed over last year, helped out the family, the host folks with the corn thing, and he's a Texas kid and went to college out in West Texas, grew up in San Antonio. And you know, we understand our agriculture in Texas, but we don't know the corn thing like they do here. Pitch to Montgomery, swinging away, 0-1, and he wanted to learn about it. He wanted to learn all about it. He stayed back, helped with the harvest. Well, this summer, on the off days, he's helped out with the sweet corn and the canning of it. I think it's a really cool deal. At another side of the corn crop. Here's the 0-1. Curveball down and in for a ball. Sam Alvarado getting loose. Dormany came in with 70 pitches in the inning. Drury's got 72. 76 here, runner second, 2-1 Sioux City. Here's the pitch. Here's one blooped out toward right, coming in, still coming. That'll be a base hit. They'll be at the corners here. At the corners, Montgomery has a single and a doubler, and coming around to Vuletic, he will score. They were caught asleep right there, and Vuletic comes around. Watch this replay. It's 3-1 Sioux City. Watch it right here. Let's see it right. Coming in, and yep, Achenbach bobbled it for him, or pardon me, Raywalt bobbled it for a moment, and he just bobbled it for a second. And when he did, Vuletic never hesitates and goes home. And here comes a visit now. It's 3-1 Sioux City. But again, that replay, you want to play that again, guys. I'd love to see it again one more time. But I'll give it to you one more time because watch the replay. Great camera work. Again, Raywalt comes in, he plays in the bounce, but then it plays him. And he bobbles the potato there, and he drops it, and Vuletic comes racing around. A heads-up base running there. And conversation going on here, so it's going to be an error on the right fielder, Raywald. And Raywald made this year 7 errors in the regular season. So Montgomery has a single. It was going to be at the corners, but that E9 allowing Vuletic to come home, and he was heads up there. Great replay, guys. Great replay right there. And here's Curtis Byrne. It's low for the ball, 1-0, but no RBI, though. Now Vuletic to third, but he comes home with the error and right. That one is going to be a little high for the ball. It's 2-0. And you know, the X's, that's one part of the speed factor we've really not talked about enough, that when outfielders got to hurry like that, they make them pay. 2-0, grounded toward third, but it's fouled to Steve Montgomery there. I mean, that little hesitation right there, that little bobble for Raywald creates a run because, again, the X's have put the brakes on for the big inning. You know, trying to be smart there because you figure Raywald feels it cleanly. He's going to throw back the cutoff man, and they're going to get a play at the plate if he tries to score. He was not trying to score there. 7 Sioux City hit them. 2 balls a strike to Byrne. Montgomery, who did still 11 in the regular season, leads. This one liner right side, but right there, a step to his left is Achenbach, makes the play on a humpback liner for out number 1 there. And again, 2 innings ago, or even last inning when the infield was drawn in, that's a base hit. Not there, but a solid shot for Curtis. And there's Abdiel Lair. He struck out his first time. 3-1 Sioux City in the 4th inning. Right-hander getting loose, Alvarado for those Birds. It's a pitch. Lair takes on the outside corner at 88. It's 0-1. And that's an unearned run at the unearned run for Dormany at the moment. Now, I think it would change depending what happens to this bat here. The 0-1. Swinging away, but it's 0-2. Should Dormany strike out the side, or strike out Lair here, and then, you know, get the strikeout again, or fly, any out in that third out, it would not be unearned. It all depends on what happens here. 0-2. It's Hideaway for the ball, 1-2. 83 pitches for the lefty. 3-1 Sioux City. We're in this 4th inning. Evening fully upon us. 1-2. Layer blinds it right side. Little humpback ladder over the head of Achenbach, who timed his jump wrong there. He was trying to time it. It just got over his glove. He needs one more foot in the ladder. That step ladder needed one more foot there. Watch this humpback liner. Yep, up the ladder, just over the glove there. Great replay. Third hit of the inning, and that'll be it. That's going to be it for Normandy. So he will be done in this one. Here comes Mike Meyer out. It's 3-1. Sioux City has Austin Davis coming up, and we're going to step aside for a pitching change. I do believe, yes, pitching change coming up right now. We're stepping aside. This is MeTV, AABaseball.tv, as well as our good friends at Unbeaten Sports Channel. And we're back. It's a right-hander. At first and second, Austin Davis will tell you about Alvarado in a moment. There he is. There's his numbers this year in 4 ball games, 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. He came in late. He made his debut for the Canaries against the X's in that last series of the year, that long stretch we played for 6 straight days. There go the runners. Double steal is on. Throw to second base is going to be not in time. It's in the center field. Montgomery's heading for a plate. Going to third will be Layered. Double steal. The speed delivers again. It's 4-1 Sioux City. Double steal right there, and the error from Dirksen sailing over the head of his teammate at second, Achenbach. So now at third base for Davis here. Infield drawn in this pitch to Davis. There it is in the outside corner, called strike 1-1. That pitch was away, by the way, and that stolen base. So again, Montgomery and Layer both get a stolen base, double steal, which has been that's the X's calling card right there. Then the E2 brings the runner home. It's 4-1. Runner third is Layer. One down is the 1-1. Davis fouls it away right side, shoots it over the top of the grandstand. And Montgomery, the throw to second is probably the right one. Montgomery had a huge running lead. And, of course, the batter's a right-handed batter, so you got to throw over him. It makes more sense to go to second, but probably makes more sense to put in your wallet. But the infield would have had to draw in anyway in this situation. So run comes home. The 0-2 for the righty. Grounded foul into the dugout. Look out down there. Right-hander Alvarado. 5'11", 195, went to Laredo Community College down in Laredo, Texas, from Edinburgh, Texas, down the Rio Grande Valley. So Mexico this year, played 2 stops down there, Puebla and Chihuahua. The 0-2, swinging away, got it. Good slider right there. Out number 2 here. Now, Darmany's book finished up with 3 1/3, 7, make that 8 hits, 4 runs. Now, talked about this in the break here a moment ago, but 4 runs, 3 of which are earned. And then here's Henry George, runner third. Henry walked, single, stole a base. 4-1 Sioux City. It's inside, nearly hit him. 1 ball, no strikes. Play him to pull here, and Henry's been really good a couple of times against righties in this situation, going in that 5-6 gap on the left side of the infield, despite them playing him to pull the right side. 1-0. Away for the ball, 2-0. And Steve Montgomery talked about this in our dugout report tonight. He said on the radio side of you, and the radio folks heard this, he was talking about how they played their defense really, they player by player. It's not straight up. Everybody's different. 2-0. Here's one high out to right field. Drifting back is Ray Wald. He's still going at the track, backpedaling. He makes the play. 2 steps on the warning track for out number 3. Sioux City grabs 2 runs the inning, coming home on 3 hits, 2 costly Sioux Falls errors, and a man left. We're through 4. Sioux City 4, Sioux Falls 1. This is AABaseball.tv. Out back in Lewis and Clark Park on the 5th we go. It's 4-1 Sioux City. I'm Dan Vaughn. John Colavita with you in the studio. We'll go to him in a moment. I want to bring him on in this moment on the radio side on Q102 in Sioux City. There it is at the knees to Peter Zimmerman. 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors for Sioux City. 1 run on 2 hits and 2 errors. They were costly for the Falls. And Drury's got the 3-run lead. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Look out in row 1. It's 0-2. John Colavita, we're in the top of the 5th inning. And you can pipe in on the radio side. I'll let you in just a moment. I'll not let you. Well, I want you to in a moment. I'll bring you in. But give me just a moment here. The 0-2. Outside corner. Called strike 3. See you later. Peter Zimmerman in the books backwards. Another Austin Drury strikeout. John, I know you're there, I believe. You had your keys to the ball game. How are they going so far?
Dan, they're going great. I'll tell you right now, Austin Drury, he's working on his 3rd shutdown inning right now. You saw the speed in the last inning, bringing home another run. And, you know, good base running from Zach Vuletic to score on the error in right field, right? That was one that I thought might be a little bit odd because he just got to get it, right?
Right. Yeah, you saw that on the screen right there. Great stuff on the screen. There is keys on the screen. We'll give them to you in a moment as Dirksen, the batter, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. There it is on the inside corner, 1-1. There are those keys again on the screen there. There we go. Smart base running, make routine plays look routine, and shut down innings. And your keys all seem right spot on, my friend, as we 2-0. Missed Simon, but but you saw, John, the speed coming into play again, too.
Been like that all season long, and I'm loving the fact that this team's playing errorless baseball through 4.
There you go. That's John Colavita back at the Q102 studio. Here's one towered out toward left center, but a 2-1. Ballpark's built for it. Over is Davis in the alley. He'll be reaching up in the Iowa sky for out number 2. John Colavita back on Q102 there. Now the X's we're usually on KSCJ, but because of the NFL tonight, we are sliding over here. But we're all good with that. Appreciate John jumping on that Q102 studio seat today. 2 down for Trevor Achenbach in the 5th inning. Austin Drury has thrown the 79 pitches here in the first one. Lefty righty, just away 1-0. 4-1 Sioux City in the 5th inning. We're on AABaseball.tv, MeTV, Q102 on the radio, and Unbeaten Sports Channel. A lot of folks involved. We're glad you're along tonight from Sioux City, Iowa. The 1-0 is popped out of play on the right side. Upper reaches there. Look out. Boy, Sioux City's turned out tonight. The lower bowl looks pretty full here. They're into it, too. Thank you, Sioux City. Sneakies today, they're talking about us today. Here's the 1-1. Grounded toward third. Layer will be there, belt high. He'll field on to first, in time by a stride and a half to retire the speedy Achenbach. 5-2. 1, 2, 3, nothing doing in the 5th. We're through 4.5 right here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and AABaseball.tv. Well, you see the line score tonight. 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors for Sioux City. 1 run on 2 hits and 2 errors for the Birds. Bottom 5th inning, I'm Dan Vaughn. American Association playoffs. We're in the division round here, the first round, if you will, and they're playing for the Miles Wolff Cup. Miles Wolff was the founder of this brand of baseball. We call it Partner League, but back in the day, it was called independent baseball, but the greatness of Miles Wolff, and we tip our cap to him as we play the first round for the chase for that Wolff Cup. X's have a 4-1 lead here, and it'll be Deshaun Knowles, as Sam Alvarado still works here. He came and got out of what was something crooked number brewing. The X's still got 2 runs home, but X's have scored in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, have a 4-1 lead. Knowles swinging a wave at the 87-mile-an-hour offering away. It's 1-1. After the Knowles at bat, we're going to get an update from Kansas City from John Colavita back in the Q102 X's studio tonight. Brought to you by Sneaky's Chicken. In Sioux City, the 0-1. Up for a ball in the upper half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Because we'll get a full update at the 6th, but just want to find out what's going on down there. And the inquiring minds want to know. I'm sure you want to know. 1-1. Knowles from that left side switch hitter. Swings and waves. The young man from the Bahamas, 1-2. X's have 2 members of Team Great Britain here. Tanaj Thomas is also from the Bahamas. He and Deshaun Knowles were close growing up. there in the Bahamas. And Tanaj, one of our bullpen pieces, away for the ball 2-2. Deshaun Knowles last night led a contingent down to the arena, and they watched some hockey. Those Musketeers playing against those Fargos last night, and saw a lot of goals, they said. They enjoyed it. Didn't come out well for the locals, but 2-2. Sinking low for the ball, a little three-quarter action there, and Alvarado does just miss away with it. There's Alvarado and Alvarado. Alvarado is a town by Cleburne. Alvarado is this young man. There's the pitch. Popped up, out of play. Over our heads here. Yeah, Deshaun Knowles led the contingent. I know Tanaj, when I talked to him, he was like, yeah, we loved it. We had a great time down there. And teammates went. I was talking to some folks from the Musketeers this morning, said we loved having them out last night. They loved being at the hockey as well, enjoyed being together. Payoff. Swinging away, got him. A little frisbee action, 87 away. There's out number 1. Second strikeout for Alvarado. 4-1 Sioux City. Here's Josh Day, sac fly, RBI in the third inning. Walked in the first inning.
Shortstop number 9, Josh Day.
X is a 4-1 lead. Yeah, this guy, Alvarado, came in and really solidified things for their bullpen very late in the year coming out of AAA Mexico. Here's one liner right side, into the garden right. That'll drop for a base hit. Josh Day will have a single. He'll say hello to Bobby Post down there. And a single from Michael Quinones, who's lined sharply to short, sharply to second. One that was turned into a skimming double play ball. The other one turned into a double play at third. I mean, Quinones has had the bad draw the cards tonight. If he was sitting down at that Hard Rock tonight, he get the bad hands, if you will, of the shoe. Day leads at first, and Quinones takes it low for the ball, 1-0. You're asking about AAA Mexico, what's happening over the last few years, and really since 2020, you're seeing more guys come in here late from Mexico all around. There goes Day, the 1-0. It throws away, throw to second base, into center field. Day's up, he heads for third. As Dirkson's throw is away and bouncing in and over everybody's head. Stolen base, the E2, runner at third. The X's dictate the terms of the base pass in this one. Another Ronald O'Donoghue stolen base. So now the infield's got to draw in, and a 4-1 X's lead here in this fifth inning. Quinones with one down, a righty-lefty matchup. 2-0. That's away 3-0. And what, back in, say, 2014, 15, when the X's won 75, you didn't see a lot of guys come in late from AAA Mexico. But now, post-COVID, the way the league is now, you're seeing more of that. Kansas City had quite a few. 3-0. There it is at the knees, 3-1. You're seeing more and more of that. Veteran guys, when their playoffs are done down there in Mexico, they come back. If they were maybe playing in this league before, been in the league before, maybe rights by team or whatever. 3-1. Swinging a wave, 3-2. Got a frisbees away down in the zone. Need a fly ball here to get that runner home from third. It's 4-1. Sioux City, infield for the Birds is drawn in. Viletich, who's 2 for 2, is standing on deck with a pair of doubles. A 3-run lead here in this fifth inning. Alvarado deals the payoff. Bounce towards short, and they do not double him. I did double him up at third. Oh, wow. Another double play 3 times tonight. The X's have been doubled up right there. That wasn't a line. That was a line shot, ankle high. Watch the replay. Yeah, to a knee there. I thought Barth trapped it initially, but they doubled him up at third. The X's are doubled up for the third time with the bat of Michael Quinones. A line, a skimmer, ankle high, L6, and it goes 6-5 at third. The X's 3 times tonight have been doubled up off the bat of Michael Quinones. We're through 6, 4-1 Sioux City on KSCJ and ABaseball.TV. Track at the wall, and that ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Mike Hart. Mike Hart makes it 4-2. The Birds are not done just yet. on the first pitch of the 6th inning. Hart sprints around the bases. He's gone yard. It's 4-2. Do not sleep on the Birds yet. The X's have really had the upper hand tonight, but 3 double plays, 2 at third base, and that's a towering blast just over the wall in left. Yep, just cleared the wall. And it's 4-2, so don't go away just yet. And again, a game that probably should be 6-7-2 right now. Instead, it's 4-2. And the Birds, who led the league in home runs, have that home run right to start off the 6th inning. And they're not done just yet. That's their 3rd hit as Drury deals the 1-0 to Henry. Missed inside 2-0. Yeah, the X's have had 2 double plays at third on a line shot to short. And both times runners have been gunned down at third. They've also, and it's all been off the same guy, Quinones, 2-0. It's not his fault. I mean, he hit the ball solid every time, but 3 balls, no strikes. Tying run is on deck here to 3-0 count as Drury gives up the home run to start off this 6th inning. On the outside corner, called strike 3-1. Ryan Beard is up and gunning for the X's right now, right-hander, 3-1. Foul back, 3-2. So Beard in the 6th inning is up for Sioux City, throwing down that left field line. Drury in 88 pitches. Here's the payoff to Henry. Rolled it toward third, but it's foul, though. We came right back. We were already here on the radio side, but TV break. Will Levine, I believe, is getting loose for the Birds. Payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. Great battle back there for Drury. It's a strikeout there. 1 down. Drury has his 9th punch out here. Now, the other night, Kyle Marmon, he had 10 strikeouts. That was the most strikeouts in a postseason ball game since Pete Tago did it. And actually, here at Lewis and Clark Park, it's a pitch on the outside corner to Botcher. It's 0-1. That would have been back in, I believe, we'll double check that, would have been 2019. Tago struck out 11. They go 1. Swinging a wave, 0-2. Now, Drury had struck out 8 in Fargo. And that had been the more recent mark, but the one prior, the one that was the double-figure mark, the last double-figure strikeout mark was Tago. Here's the 0-2. Down low for the ball, 1-2. 4-2, Sioux City, we're in the 6th inning. The Mike Hart home run, and boy, Mike Hart didn't waste any time flying around those bases, man. He was flying. He's like getting from that dugout. 1-2. Foul tip that just off the glove of Byrne, who pounds the glove on his thigh there. It says, dang it. There's that shield above the eyes there around attached to the mask, that sun shield, reflecting the lights there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That home run was the 3rd hit of the ball game. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. How about another one? Number 10 for Austin Drury. What a battle back there. And here is a huge spot. It's the league MVP with 2 down, bases clear. Drury well in command at the moment, trying to take you through the top of the 6th inning. Almost in the gas tank now. At 91, a lefty-righty matchup. Estrada is 1 for 1 on a walk. He takes the first one inside, 1-0. Again, Ryan Beard warming for the X's, the rookie from San Antonio. The Birds have a bullpen action as well. That one missed inside here, 2-0. Scottsdale, Arizona named warming on there, Levine. 2-0. Bounced foul off the shoe tops. Maybe hit the back ankle there of Estrada. Yeah, I was trying to think in a break earlier. I mentioned the comment I said that the American Association, that he was unanimous, and I don't recall any runaway vote. There's been some runaway votes, but he seems like no one out there said anybody else's name but him. Here's the 2-1. It's away 3-1. any association broadcaster, any media type would have told you the very same thing. There was no, well, what about this guy? And this is the guy right here. Set up inside the 3-1. There it is on the inside corner, 3-2. And there's been some great MVPs in this league. This guy was the guy, man. No doubt. Time called here. Jacob Teeter last year, there was not a lot of debate there. I mean, he was, Teeter, I would say there's always one or two in the wings, right? Or runner-up, but not this year. Payoff. Walked in ball forward. Tying rental bat and Jordan Barth. So the X's are not going to see the 1-2-3 behind the home run here. So the home run looming large is now the tying rental bat and Barth, who singled the run home earlier. So Jordan Barth will be the batter. Lefty-righty matchup. Fasten seatbelt sign is on. Tray tables are full and upright here. It's 4-2 Sioux City in the 6th inning. The pitch count now approaching the century mark. There goes the runner. They're going to throw to second base, and they're going to have him in easily. Yep, picked him up right there easily. Oh, my goodness. Estrada trying to sneak in behind him. Dorita steps off, and he throws a 1-4 put out right there, and that's out number 3. That was easy. I mean, that was too easy. Estrada, I don't know what he was doing there. And they're knocking about a tying run. We are through at 5.5. We're going to step aside on the TV side. We'll stay here on the radio. You're watching AABaseball.tv. AA Baseball, folks. There we go. There's the scoreboard brought to you by Sneaky's Chicken on AABaseball.tv and MeTV here in Sioux City. Of course, our friends, all the TV friends of ours. We've got Unbeaten, and we've got Sports Channel there and MeTV, A Baseball. 4-0 Dogs have advanced. Chicago's advanced on to the postseason second round of the Miles Wolff Cup. So you can move Chicago past the Dockhounds. The East Division champion Dockhounds are done and dusted. Chicago's going through. You saw the rest of that board there. It was all Milwaukee 12-0. And Kansas City and Fargo are tied at 2. That's in the 8th inning. As the bullpen summit here, Will Levine, the right-hander, facing Zach Villetich, is 2 for 2. Zach takes it inside for the ball, 1-0. So Alvarado, his book closed. And when inning and 2/3, the 1 hit, he looked good, man. Bouncer toward the left side, slowly rolling. Levine will field. He's got to hurry the throw to first, and just in time got him, boy. Nice job fielding your position right there. 1-3 on the putout. It just rolling the mound in no man's land. Alvarado, a hit, 2 strikeouts. And there's Tor Montgomery. Levine in the regular season, he was in 36 ball games, 36 and 2/3 innings, 26 hits. He walked 19, struck out 39, 3.19 the regular season. You see that on the screen there, great stuff. Montgomery takes it high. Torn, a single, a double. Makes it clear, 4-2 Sioux City in the 6th inning. There it is at the knees at 92 miles an hour. One. Liner left side, base hit, 5-6 hole. Montgomery will get out of the first base, see the stop sign go up. He's got a single. The X's have their 10th hit. The team who finished strong, 280 in August, are still raking in September.
Catcher number 32, Curtis Burns.
Levine, during the regular season against the X's, was in 4 innings this year. It's only the 30s allowed, 4 1/3 innings. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 154 against. He didn't allow an earned run this year. He's one of 2 relievers for the Birds who were shut down relievers. As the first one of Burns loaned away for the ball, it's 1-0. I mentioned the Levine worked 4 scoreless innings. Nathan Culley worked 6. Those 2 guys did not allow a run combined in 10 innings of relief for the Birds this year. 4-2 Sioux City as a 1-0 count to Curtis Burns. That's away for the ball. It's 2-0. Now remember, earlier, where Montgomery had a stolen base, that double steal that turned into a double steal E2. And Jordan quietly double figures in stolen bases, 11 this year. 2 balls, no strikes, a 2-0 to Byrne. Line to right, that'll be a base hit, shoots in the alley there. Montgomery will turn, he'll race for third. He may have a chance to score here, they'll wave him around. Here's a relay throw, there's no relay throw. RBI double for Curtis Byrne, ring the bell, 5-2, Sioux City. Alley shopping right there for Curtis Byrne. No chance, splits the outfielders. No chance right there. Botcher tracking it down, but way too late. The X's get that run back. It's 5-2 Sioux City. And Abdul-Layer will bat with only one down here. So the first run allowed this year by Levine is the Curtis Byrne double. So 5-2 X's, 11 hits now. Runner second as Layer will ground it right side off the glove of Levine, but that'll go right to Trevor Achenbach. He'll field it on a bounce. He'll throw to first base to retire Layer, but Byrne goes to third, though. So a 2-out chance for Austin Davis, who struck out 3 times tonight, but I would lay it down here, this young man. This young man's going to deliver an RBI right here.
Center fielder number 17, Austin Davis.
That one just clipped off the glove, but not hard enough to be a 1-4-3. It goes 4-3. Davis swinging away, but one away. It's 1-0. Like that 0-1 rather. Pardon me. So at third is Byrne. In the inning, a single and a double. 2 down, 5-2, Sioux City in the 6th inning. Bullpen is up again, and both bullpens are up. They've got a lefty gunning, and the X's have a righty gunning. 0-1. That's low for the ball, 1-1. Now Estrada's back a bit. Remember, earlier there was an infield single when they were playing back there to Bear Pod, and Zimmerman's even with the bag at first, but he's not on the grass. And away from the bag, slight shift away. At 10 steps, the 1-1. Foul. Look out down there, boy. That was over the top of the photo well and the camera well as well. And shoots out in the parking lot. That was smashed there. A ball, 2 strikes. The run home in the inning. Again, Chicago's advanced already. That news happened a few minutes ago. A 2-hour and 18-minute game. Can the X's join the party? 1-2. High for the ball. The next round. They're already in the party, but can they join the next round? It's high 2-2. Two's across that board and left. Byrne stands at third. Right-hander deals. Swinging a wave, got him. Stepped on a bucket right there. There's out number 3. Run comes home the inning on a pair of hits. No errors, man left. We're through 6 complete. Sioux City 5, Sioux Falls 2. You're watching on AABaseball.tv. On AABaseball.tv, the new pitcher, it's a right-hander. It's Ryan Beard. He'll be facing Jordan Barth, Josh Raywald, and Peter Zimmerman. There's his numbers, a 1.08 on the screen. 6 games in the regular season, 8 1/3, 9 strikeouts to 4 walks. So the first one, hard-throwing righty, it missed inside. Oh, not by much. Boy, oh boy. Curtis Byrne's like, where was that? He turns around and looks to Kelvin Bultron. I don't know where that was. Here's the 1-0. Well, that one looked a little bit inside. 2-0. Yikes. 5-2 Sioux City. Barth has the RBI. Now, he was the plate as a tying run earlier when Estrada got caught stealing. Here's the 2-0. Liner left side, base hit. 5, over the 6 hole, 5-6 hole out in the left, and Barth aboard. The trouble here is, and this is one right here where, and it's now Chase Jesse's up. Beard falls behind 2-0. He didn't want to walk anybody, and the fastball's you're sitting on a fastball right there, right? I mean, you're sitting on it. And I got to give Kelvin Bultron a little credit there because he gets help with that because when you don't get the strike call the first pitch, you know what you're supposed to do. So Raywald will step in, left-handed stick. He goes 0 for 2. Middle plays for two. Slight pull on the right side. He fouls it back off the netting, 0-1. Good fastball hitting team here, and you're going to see the flame of the right-hander. And Jesse's getting loose down there. They've also got a left-hander getting loose as well. We're in the 7th, 5-2 Sioux City. 3-0-1. At the knees, a called strike, 0-2. Ryan Beard joined the club in August. He came in from Tarleton State, but he was in the Northwoods League to start, well, not start the year, but finish the year. He finished his collegiate year back in May and winds up playing in the Northwoods League. 0-2. Grounded right side, base hit in the right field. Oh, man, tying Riddle bad here. Racing for third will be Bart. Throw back in at the corner. At the third, and they got him at third. They got him at third. How about that? Josh Day lets it go through. The throw from Deshaun Knowles to third base and nailing Jordan Barth. Oh, man, what a play. Knowles comes up with a throw. Day lets it go through, and Barth at third. There's the replay. Oh, yeah, I got him right in the toe. How about that, Abdul Layer? Oh, man, out number one. 9-5 right on the shoe tops. How about Deshaun Knowles? Here comes Bobby Post out now. What a throw from right. Again, Day lets it go through. I looked up, and I see Barth heading for third, and Knowles just throws a strike to third. And Layer applies the tag right in the shoe tops, and Bobby Post out now to talk to Curtis Byrne and to Ryan Beard. So one down. That's a base hit for Raywald, though, but out number one. Oh, man, what a throw from right. How about that? How about that play? Outfield assist for Deshaun Knowles. Conversation going on out there, and still a very matter-of-fact chat, if you will. Man, I looked up and thought they've got a chance at third, but I figured Barth, I think he figured they were probably going to hit the cutoff man, and they let it go on through. Knowles had 2 outfield assists in the regular season. Here's one looped out toward left. George coming in. He'll play it on a bounce. That broke the bat of Zimmerman. And then, boy, they're liking the fastball. That's 3 hits in the inning. And now the tying bats in the 7th with the fastened seatbelt sign on. A broken bat single. Dre Dirkson's the batter. Now Joe Voss is going to be the batter, pitch hitting. So Voss, who tore up the X's this year, is the batter. Here's your ball game, perhaps right here. Joe Voss is the batter. He's the tying run at the plate. It's 5-2 Sioux City in the 7th. And here comes Steve Montgomery. That'll be it. He will not see Ryan Beard, who could not get out of the inning. The fastball was just not much movement here. I'll say this for the young man. When he falls behind 2-0, he's got to be perfect, right? He just couldn't do it. And that's really an assist to Kelvin Bultron, who just simply missed the first strike call. And it changed the entire inning right there. So that'll be it as Ryan Beard is done. It'll be Chase Jesse coming in. While he does, we'll step aside. You're watching American Association Playoff Baseball right here on AABaseball.tv. Tying run batting in the 7th. Jesse. The 1-0 count is the pitch, showing a bunt. Pops it up behind home plate. In the seats, though. That'll be in row 3. A great idea right there, but not executed well. Layer, though, I think Abdil kind of came in a couple of steps initially, and he may have read that a little bit because he's actually telling Curtis Byrne, I think I saw it. He's going to play back a bit here, but Voss is out of Duluth, Minnesota. There's Jesse's numbers, 8-1 and a 2.01 this year. 1-1. Grounded to right side. Up, that'll be the 3-4 hole. It's a base hit. They'll wave the runner around. There'll be, as a throw comes up, and Byrne is there, not in time. Curtis makes the play there. It's going to be 5-3. RBI for Dirksen. Now, pardon me, for Voss, rather. Pardon me. And the Birds fans make some noise here. Just a 3-4 hole grounder. And again, in a lot of trouble. The X's rolled the dice with the rookie a moment ago. He did not get the shutdown inning. And now it's 5-3. Tying runs at first. The going run is a plate in Trevor Achenbach. That run goes to Beard. X is in a hold-on mode right here at first and second. Jesse's pitch just away. It's 1-0. Again, a game that you feel like the X's have had command in this one, but you're not in any good news yet. Only one down the inning. 1 ball, no strikes. They lead at first and second. 1-0. Popped out of play right side. It's 1-1. And it wasn't a bad pitch for Jesse, but just got it the 3-4 hole. And Montgomery maybe, with one more step, could have dove for it perhaps and may have saved the run, but actually would love a double turn here. The dangerous Mike Hart waits on deck. He homered earlier. He's had a series here already where he homered twice in a ball game, so that's not good for business. 1-1. Swinging away, 1-2, down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Voss continues to haunt the X's. Single RBI. Another delivery and a pinch hit delivery, and I couldn't believe he wasn't playing on Wednesday night because he just owns Sioux City. 1-2 from Jesse. Just low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5-3 Sioux City. We're in the 7th. Falls, though, trying to make a late run on this one, and they do have the runners aboard. 2-2 from Jesse as a "Hey batter" chant comes out with the beer leaders. 2-2. Grounded foul. That'll be right by the bag at third and right by the coaching box. And again, the Birds' pin is up. X's are down there kind of waiting for their marching orders, whoever's going to be next. And Cepeda's kind of playing soft toss. He'll be the guy, obviously, at some point. See the camera shot there from that well. You see Mongo down there kind of pondering the situation. Steve Montgomery, the manager of the year in the association. 2-2. Roller back toward the mound. That's going to be a tough play. Vuletich only throws to first and not in time. They're loaded. Oh, man, a check swing roller. Look what I found. Sioux Falls, lucky as they can be. A check swing roller out toward the 4-hole. Trouble right there brewing. Oh, man. I mean, that was fooled badly. He was fooled badly. He was fooled badly. And Achenbach should have been out number 2 at worst case. And if he gets anything on that, it's a double play. And now they're loaded. Now you're really holding on for life here. A check swing roller. Here's Mike Hart. It's 5-3 Sioux City. Lefty-lefty matchup right here. Hold on to your seats, folks. Pitch. Looped out toward left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run is home. Here comes another. And the throw coming home at the plate. And not in time. We're tied at 5. The X's have come unraveled in the 7th inning. It's 5-5 here in Sioux City. Mike Hart delivers again for the Birds. They're not done just yet. The X's have done the unthinkable once again. The bullpen has been a strength this year, and it's not right here. Oh, man, it's 5-5. You're in major trouble here. And the Birds in business in Iowa. The X's lead is history. It's 5-5. Their 9th hit. This is not good. And Hart delivers again. He's got a single, pair of RBIs. First one on the outside corner to Jabari Henry. And now you're just trying to stay tied here. 3 spot in the 7th. The Birds know it. They can feel the momentum. It's shifted right to Sioux Falls here. You can feel it shifting right to Sioux Falls. This is not a laugher anymore. It's game on right now. The 0-1 hit out toward left field. That's pretty well hit. At the warning track, at the wall. That ball's going to be off the wall. Here comes a run. They've got a lead here. Here comes another. Relay throw coming home. Byrne is there, though. He applies a tag at the plate for out number 2, but the Birds have a lead. Jabari Henry a double up the wall and left, and Sioux Falls has come right back. They've got a lead. The X's have come unraveled the 7th inning. Another bullpen meltdown the 7th in the postseason. It's a different year here, but we've been here before. 7-6-2 the put out the plate, but Jabari Henry double up the wall and left. And the X's are down 7-5. Make that 6-5 here. So 6-5. And here's a pitch by Jesse, foul back, and now the Birds, they can smell it now. You can just feel this thing play tomorrow night. The X's gave it a 4 spot in the 7th. Henry, the double, their stars, the delivery when they were down and dusted, and they are back in it in the lead now. 6-5 Sioux Falls. Jesse deals away for the ball. It's 1-1, and the X's are in a world of hurt right now. You had so many chances to blow this thing wide open, and now you're down by a run in the 7th. And now it's game on right here and had no business being game on. In the inning, hit, and hit. You got to play at third and a play at the plate. That's it. The 1-1 is fouled away, left side 1-2. And now Ben DeTay's up. Again, Bart singled. They'd have a bigger lead. It wasn't for the play at third. Hart delivers, Henry delivers, and now a lead for the Birds. Oh, man, what a crushing evening. Ben DeTay is up now. The X's could not shut the door in the 7th. Haunting memories here tonight. 1-2. Swinging away, got him, but the damage is done. The damage done. The Birds get 4 runs in the inning on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. We stretch in Iowa. Yours wherever you are worldwide. We've got a dandy. It's 6-5 Sioux Falls on KSCJ and Baseball.TV. Well, welcome back to Lewis and Clark Park. Sioux Falls has a lead. Dan Vaughn with you. John Colomita back in the studio on KSCJ and Q102 tonight now. And Steve Montgomery, manager of the year, is got to be really just feeling it right now. His stomach's got to be turning. You had a 5 at one point. You had a 5-3 lead, actually a 5-2 lead. But the X's could not shut the door in the 7th. A 4 spot for the Birds at 6-5 and game on here. There they go to Nathan Culley here. Is the new pitcher for Sioux Falls. I mean, the X's, has there ever been a more haunting memory than a couple of years ago? And it feels like that right here. It wasn't the walks, though, but the hits. And again, you rolled the dice. The X's have been good at that with the rookies, but first one, Henry George on the outside corner, a called strike 0-1. Now, Culley's another guy who yet to allow an earned run against the X's this year. And Sioux City had not a commanding lead, but a good lead on the outside corner called strike, and it's 0-2. And now the Birds have got the advantage. They got their pin settled. You've used a couple of your good pieces, and they did not deliver. 0-2 is high 1-2. And, boy, Chase Jesse was unhappy with himself. Watching them coming off the field, he had his glove covering his face, and he was not happy, just in general. Henry tonight, 1 for 2 and a walk. Tap towards short. They had a shift on. Bobbled, though, by Estrada, who's playing in the 6-hole, and he makes an error. A 3rd error tonight for Sioux Falls. Now, remember, they have a shift on right there, but Estrada is your 3rd baseman. He's not playing short usually, and he's right there playing short in that shift. And that second bounce ate him alive.
Right fielder, number 8, Deshaun Knowles.
That's the 3rd, make that 4th error, pardon me, 4. I got 3, but I must have missed one somewhere. That's the 4th error tonight. I think I told you 3, but 4. Here's Culley's number. It's a 261 as a league number. And Deshaun Knowles will take it out the knees. They're called strike 1-1. Culley, good numbers there. I go back to Beard, though. Beard gets that first pitch strike over, gets that call when they just totally missed it. Different inning altogether, but can't do much about it. 0-1 is a bender on the outside corner, 0-2 to Knowles. Deshaun, a pair of singles, struck out. He's a go-ahead run, though, in the 7th inning. It's 6-5. There's a throw back to first. George back in there. Cole Alon is working now for the Birds. But again, the X's had the lead. It was 5-2 going to the 7th. But again, single. But I go the first one to Jordan Barth. He goes 2-0 in the count as Beard missed. And first one should have been a strike. There goes George swinging away for the second base. Is high and not in time. And George, his time is called there. And a swing and a miss, Mr. Strikeout. Now, what's going on here? They're saying that there's interference on Deshaun Knowles, but they're not going to call it here. And Mike Myers out, and the new catcher, Scott Combs. Combs throw sailed there. Let's watch the replay here. That's a stolen base for Henry George. A strikeout, though, for – watch the replay. Yeah. They're going to talk about it now. You didn't call it initially, and let's see here. Better replay. Well, I can't see it now, but here's the replay here. I don't know. Well, they're not going to change it, though, so they're not going to overrule it. So, stolen base, or Ronald O'Donohue's stolen base. Tying run at second in this 7th inning.
Shortstop, number 9.
Yeah, watch Knowles. I mean, that angle, you can see he's in the way there, but I can't tell you how high or how high's the bat, how much is the way is he? I mean, what's he supposed to do? I mean, he swung at it and missed. So you got the strikeout. Levine went an inning, 2 hits, 1 run, and Combs is a new catcher as Dirksen was pitch hit for by Vaz. So now the time run at second. Pitch today. It's away for the ball, 1-0. Now Vaz is a one-time deal. He did not stay in the ball game, so George at second. 6-5, Sioux Falls. That's away 2-0. So Knowles a strikeout. E6, stolen base at second. Yeah, again, last inning, they had 6 hits. There's your split screen. Great shot right there. Tri-screen right there. 2-0. Rolled it foul in the on-deck circle. So 2 balls a strike. Still a good count for Josh Day here. Yeah, that last inning, man, that is just, again, I go back to that, the Vaz pitch hit, then Hart, and then Jabari Henry. 2-1. That's low and away, 3-1. They got Hart at the plate. They got them out at third, too. It could have been worse, but 6-5, the Birds lead it. Tying one at second. 3 balls a strike. Lefty Cully will deal. That's inside. He walking ball forward. They're at first and second now. So now it'll be Quinones. Now here's an interesting tidbit here now. Early in the ball game, Quinones has lined into 3 double plays, or actually lined into 2. He had one that was a skimmer that Jordan Bart decided to play on a hop right there. So now Quinones, a lefty-lefty matchup. First and second. Let's see if they try to move him here. Pitch. Curveball hit out toward left, toward the line, on the run, long run for Hart. He will get there. Great job, Mike Hart. Boy, Mike Hart feels his position well there. A long run to the warning track in that foul territory, the left side, right in front of that Pilot Rock party deck. By Mike Hart, a great job. That thing was slicing away from him, too, down the line, and Mike Hart gets there in time. And, boy, here comes Mike Meyer out. The X's have just got to be kicking themselves. They've had multiple chances to blow it open. The Birds now in command here with a 1-run lead, and they're going to the bullpen again. New pitcher coming in. While he does, we'll step aside. This is AABaseball.tv. Back on AA Baseball TV here as you just missed a pitch away. The new pitcher is Cole Lalonde, a 5-5 record of 3.78 with this 1-run Bird lead. And Combs just threw down to first, and they're going to play behind Josh Day here. Ball no strikes to Vuletic. 1-0. There it is in the outside corner at 91. X is down by a run here again. And again, I'm not trying to blame the men calling balls and strikes, but boy, if Beard gets that strike call, it may be a whole different situation here, but it didn't, so we move on. Ball to strike. 1-1. Foul back, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now Lalonde can go ahead here and work here, and Lalonde from Minnetonka, Minnesota, Central Missouri. Lalonde against the X's, though, this year. 5 2/3 and 10 earned runs. Had some success, had the X's, but he's in relief right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, is trying to get it out in the 7th. 1-2 to Vuletic. Liner left side, but foul, though. Just foul by about 4 feet. Fouled on the left field line to the corner. That would have tied it up, and who knows, might have even given you a lead there, but it was a good 4 feet foul. And Vuletic, a 1 ball, 2 strike count to step back into here. Zach tonight doubled the second, doubled the 4th inning. George at second, Day at first. Tor Montgomery waits on deck in this 1 ball, 2 strike count. Right-hander Lalonde works that first base side of the rubber. He'll come set at the stretch. 1-2. That's low for the ball. Nice job to keep it in front. Combs just kind of smothered it right around his toe there and just sort of fell on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Uncharacteristic evening in the 7th. That 4 spot with the lead. The X's just don't do that very often. That's just not something they've done at all this year. They have come back a lot, though. That's been their thing. Tight ball games. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a 2-2 to Vuletic. Swinging away, got him. That was a pitch in the dirt away, and there's ball 3, but instead it's a strikeout, and there's out number 3. Lalonde with that high ERA survives the inning. How'd he do it? I don't know, but he did. It's 6-5, Sioux Falls. On the 8th we go here on AABaseball.tv. Now the moon there, it's a bad one tonight. The Birds have a lead, 6-5 in the 8th inning. 6 runs on 10 hits and 4 errors. 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. And they'll be the rookie Ben DeTay on the University of Iowa will take over. And the X's will be seeing Estrada, Barth, and Raywald as DeTay had a 1.45 in the regular season. First one to Estrada is high for the ball 1-0. Boy, the Birds came back with that big inning a moment ago. Closed the book on Jesse, 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, all earned. The bullpen gave up 4 runs tonight in 1 inning. When's the last time that happened? At the knees, a called strike 1-1. Maybe this the way to ask that question. When's the last time the Sioux City Explorers bullpen, when they had a lead, had that happen? That's probably the better question to ask. 1-1. Low for the ball, 2-1. We're in the 8th inning. It's 6-5 Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls wins tonight. We'll play tomorrow night for a winner-take-all. The X's could come back. You'd be off tomorrow, but right now Sioux Falls is in the lead. 6-5. It's high, 3-1. The X's could not touch Lalonde. Lalonde threw a pitch in the dirt away, and you've knocked that guy around this year, but it's playoff baseball. It's so different now, man. It's the high leverage times, the white knuckle times. It's a 3-1. He only walked him ball 4. Strike earlier, but a ball right there. So DeTay gets up the free transportation. You hear the umpires down there not happy. You hear the X's dugout as well. But, again, let's watch the replay. Well, I had the replay a moment ago, but Estrada was caught stealing earlier. That's a big runner at first base here. And there's Jordan Barth. They can put this game on ice right here. You cannot give up anything else. Barth shows a bunt. Layer comes in. Let's see if he actually does it, though. He'll swing away, chops toward third. That's a base hit. That's down the line. That's trouble brewing. It'll be Estrada to third, second and third. Birds in business here. What a great play right there. What a great play by Sioux Falls. And their fans are loving it. Their fans are loving it. And they should. He shows the bunt, and then he slaps it past Lair. What a great play. What a great play right there. Oh, man, that is a painful experience for the X's faithful. The air just came out of this place right here. He shows the bunt and then shortens up. I was not convinced he'd lay it down. He slaps it past Lair, who's drawn in. Now, the infield's going to draw in here as Raywald can put this thing on ice. Up and in for a ball 1-0. Let's go. Canaries breaks out. Again, the X's had this thing 5-2 in the 7th inning. But the X's' strength has been the bullpen, and they have just not done it tonight. A walk and a double on that show bunt right there. 1-0. Outside corner called strike 1-1. Oh, man, just so hard to watch tonight because you've just had it in the books. And 1 ball, 1 strike. This looks more and more like you're going to play tomorrow night, and you had no business doing that at all. Here's the 1-1. Chopper toward the bag at second. Run comes home. Here comes another. 2 runs will score. A throw from center field will be high, not in time. Throw to second base. It's all birds. It's 8-5 Sioux Falls. Sioux City has come unraveled tonight in Iowa. It's all Sioux Falls now. They want to play tomorrow. The X's hanging their heads here. I mean, right back in the box, the bullpen has just not done it tonight. Just not done it tonight, and the X's are in a world of hurt now. The bullpen has given way, and it's an 8-5 lead for Sioux Falls. Oh, man, you're going to have to play tomorrow night, it looks like. And you had no business doing that. Ray Walt up the box right there. He scores 2, and the laugher perhaps could be on with 1 swing here. Well, Gherkin's up now. And the Axes now are in a world of hurt in this one. 8-5. They've given up 6 runs in the 7th and 8th combined. On the outside corner, called strike 1-1. Well, I don't know about that one. It wasn't a strike earlier. It's a strike now, but it was and it wasn't. I don't know. That looked low. That looked low right there, but oh well. Well, Ray Walt right there delivers, and you kept him quiet. High for the ball. And you had your Austin Drury start tonight. He was outstanding. And now the thing you've counted on most this year when you've had a lead has been the bullpen. The X has been leading after 6 for 45-2. After 7 with 46-2, and there is a hit by pitch. Yep, first and second. Just grazed the elbow there, and the beat goes on for Zimmerman and company. Oh, just grazed the elbow. When you're going to have to do something special tonight, you're going to be down by 3 in this one to come back. I mean, again, this thing was your way. Showing a bunt, and this one is going to be inside. It's away. It's a wild pitch. That'll be second and third. Oh, man. It's not Voss, it's Combs here.
Now batting for the Canaries, number 29, Scott Combs.
Combs, the catcher, just trying to lay one down here, and the X's just had a wild pitch from Dete, and they're at second and third. And the knockout punch is standing on the bags here. Oh, man, you just feel it, man. It's painful to watch some of the looks, the faces of folks. My friend Robbie down there just looks despondent. Here's the 1-0. All the way through, wild pitch. Runner will come home, though. Throw coming home and not in time. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. That should have been a play right there. Dete got there. The relay from Byrne was there, but Dete couldn't hold on to it. It's all birds here. I mean, they're just rolling right along here. You've had a total meltdown in this one. A wild pitch over the head of Byrne, and Byrne underhands it, and Dete just can't catch it. If Dete catches it, he applies a tag in the play at the plate. He does it. And a run comes home, and Zimmerman goes to third. It's 9-5 Sioux Falls. Oh, what a turn of events here in Sioux City. That'll be it for Dete. Well, bullpen summit again. We'll step aside. This is KSCJ, Q102 and ABaseball.tv. Now Nate Gherkin takes over here at ABaseball.tv. It's all birds 9-5 right now. Runner at third, the infield drawn in. 2 balls, no strikes as Dete did not survive the inning. Here's one high out toward left. That'll be shallow enough, though I think that George could come in with a run, maybe able to make the play at the plate. Runner will hold right there. He will, yeah. George came in on the run. He kind of made sure that he had the momentum coming home. He made the play midway in. And there's out number 1. Good grief. I mean, this is unheard of. And here's Achenbach, the batter. So Combs, F7. Achenbach, the batter. He's 1 for 3. But again, the X's tonight is Gherkin's got a 7-2 record, 3.31. You've shot You run Beard out there, Jesse out there, and Detay out there. All three have not delivered. Here's one high out toward left. That's pretty well hit. George the track. That ball's going to be gone. It is gone. A 2-run home run. Sioux Falls wants to play tomorrow. The X's will play tomorrow. It's 11-5. Tattooed to left. The Canary faithful loving it. And the X's have come totally unraveled in this one. A haunting night in Iowa. Tattooed to left. A game you had no business. At 5-2 in the 7th, you had no business being in trouble. You've now given up another crooked number. 5 runs in the inning. 5-run inning, a 4-run inning. It's 11-5, and you're going to play tomorrow barring a major comeback. It's just unreal to watch this. As Gherkin gives up that 2-run shot, that was not much of a doubt either. Here's Mike Hart. He's having fun tonight. He had a big home run earlier. Pardon me? I don't know what that was. What did he say? Ground ball to the right side. Throw to first and in time. And somebody said something in the crowd, Mike. I didn't hear it, though. But Mike Hart's retired 4-3. Did you hear that, John? What did he say?
Yeah, I heard that. I have no idea what he said, though.
He wanted the crowd mic and said something, but I don't know what he said. But is he a Birds fan? I don't know. I saw the guy walking back up, but I didn't hear what he said. I was like, anyway, well, good news is, we get more baseball tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, Jabari Henry getting fans cheering for him. X's just totally came unraveled here. It's 11-5. Again, this game was 5-2 in the 7th. Top 7th inning, 5-2. The X's will get up 9 runs in the 7th and 8th inning combined. That's 4 in the 7th, 5 in the 8th inning. And the Canaries, they can feel it. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. And if you're an X's fan, I don't blame you at all. I'm one. I get it, man. I feel it too. You know you're in trouble now. You know that. You had no business being there. 1-1. It's away for the ball, 2-1, but you've lived dangerously this year. And, hey, tip your cap to Sioux Falls, man. They came in here, and they were in the 7th inning down 5-2. And they have said, you know what, we want to play tomorrow night, and now it's all on you now. 2-1. Low and away to Henry. And Henry had the big double back in the 7th inning. And, yes, some of that goes back to that first call against, Ryan Beard, but that's not all him. That's not all on the plate umpire. You got to get outs there. And you're just trading outs for runners, and you couldn't do it. 3-1. It's ball 4. He walked it. Folks don't like it. The Falls faithful like it, and they had a good crowd here.
Center fielder number 8, Matt Botcher.
Matt Botcher, the batter. This one will leave a mark. I don't care what happens tomorrow. This one was a shell-shocked evening. This club has not experienced this all year, and they just fell apart. And it's just painful. Low and away for the ball. One Matt Botcher. They wear uniforms too, but you're down. You got 9 outs to go. You got it set up right where you wanted it, and you couldn't close it. You just couldn't do it. And now you're going to do or die tomorrow. There's no off day. Rolled it foul, did Botcher. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. You got to score 6 just to tie, 7 to go home happy, and that's going to take you 2 more cracks at it. Now, granted, the one thing I will say, they do have their closer who's available. And I wonder who they throw tomorrow. That's my question. It's a 1-1. It's away 2-1. Now, Charlie Hasty down there is probably he's their closer, but Matt Salter worked the other night. I guess he would go tomorrow, I would think. 2-1. Away for the ball. It's 3-1. That's not the Blues' fault there, folks. You got those strikes. That's not his fault. There've been it's been a rough down there, but it's not. That's by this point. It's you're just get it over. 3-1. And walked him ball 4. Hell about around here. Oh man, And the bullpen's up. Who is that down there? I think that is Tanaj Thomas getting loose.
Third baseman number 24, Calvin Estrada.
Now, the question is, who do they go to in the 8th inning? That's the question. They run Lalonde back out there. I mean, granted, he's got the lead, but it's a different lead than what you had. You only had a 3-run lead, but you just came unraveled. Low for the ball, 1-0. They will have at least a 6-run lead, if not more. And Estrada could put this thing even more out of reach. The MVP. At the knees, a called strike, 1-1. Well, Chicago's moved on. Milwaukee and Kane County, they will play a rubber match tomorrow. They're playing in extra frames the 11th in Kansas City right now. So, sure everybody around the league is going, what happened to Sioux City? Here's the 1-1. It's inside, missing 2-1. The X's, I mean, just still, I'm in shock myself. I'm shocked too. This is a neutral broadcast. I'd be just having a good old time, going, oh, this is great, fun, great for Sioux Falls. But as a Sioux City guy, I'm in shock, and I am totally shocked. 2-1. High 3-1. I mean, I just, you know, not that I thought they wouldn't make a run at it, but you had told me you'd give up 9 runs late, I'd have been just out of your mind. There's always that time, though, right? And you just could not deliver. Tip your cap, man. Should you not move on, this will haunt you, and you tip your cap. Every year, it's a year-by-year proposition. We talk about the playoffs. It's a inning by inning and batter by bat. 3 balls a strike. Let's see if Estrada tries to light this place up here. Burnson's up inside. Broken bat out towards short. Left side, Day is there. He knocks it down, and that's all they're, well, going to hold him right there. The throw to third. Broken bat, little roller behind the bag at second. Day knocked it down, was able to hold on to it. Estrada broke his bat again. And holding at third was Jabari Henry. He didn't run like he used to, but and here comes Bobby Post out here. No run scored there. It's still they're loaded. The scoreboard put a run up. It's only 11-5 here. Not 12-5. It's 11-5. Yeah, that's what I'm asking too. All right, we'll go back and recap it. In the 7th inning, Jordan Barth reached on a single, then Zimmerman a single. I'm sorry, Raywald a single, then Zimmerman a single. Then Voss the pitch hit. Remember the play though on the Zimmerman single was a gun down at third for out number 1. And then Voss the pitch hit single. You're still okay though, but Achenbach singles, and then Hart has the single, then Henry the double. Just totally at the, I mean, just uncharacteristic. So Gherkin's charged that run right there. At the knees are called strike, and it's 1-1. It's 11. It's not 12, though. There's no. Henry's at third. Here's the 0-1. Here's a line to third. That's a base hit. Now it'll be 12. And it'll be 13 if the run comes home. He will come home. It's 13-5. Well, you're going to play baseball tomorrow, folks. You're going to be tuning in tomorrow again at 6:05 as you just come totally unraveled here.
Right fielder number 36, Josh Raywald.
Here comes Steve Montgomery out now, and that'll be it for Nate Gherkin. Well, we'll step aside again. The X's just can't get outs late in this ball game. It's now 14-5. You're down by 9. You're playing tomorrow unless you have a miracle of miracles right here. This is KSCJ Q102 and A Baseball. 16-5 Sioux Falls. Another home run. The Birds are making a statement here. The folks in Sioux City have seen enough, and I don't blame them. The bullpen has just come totally unraveled here. And I don't think you have an answer. I don't think you do. 16-5. 10 spot in the 8th inning. Unreal. I am just in total it's hard to shock me, but I'm in shock here. I mean, you were up 5-2. You've given up 14 runs. 14 runs. Oh, man. Low for the ball, 1-1. Raywald, a home run. I mean, Sioux Falls, they can smell it, man. They smell a second round. I mean, the X's look lost down there. Ground ball to third. There's Lair over to first. In time, there's out number 3. Mercifully out number 3. Well, the damage done here. The damage done in this one. Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 16-5 Sioux Falls on KSCJ, Q102 and Baseball.TV. 16-5. Again, the X's had a 5-2 lead in the 7th, and they just gave up 14 runs in 2 innings. The 0-1, line to right. Right there will be Raywald. To his left, he'll make the play, and there's out number 1. So tomorrow night, 6:05 will be the first pitch in this one, should the X's not come back. I'm in shock tonight. I really am. I really, really am. And I don't know what to say. I know a lot of you folks that are Sioux City faithful are just not sure what to say. I know you've been there before. I know it. I haven't, but I was there in 19. I mean, that's what that reminded me of. At the knees, a called strike. That's 0-1. But the bad news is you didn't do anybody. You didn't shut down the inning in 7th or the 8th. I mean, it didn't make any difference. And these are all guys that you've counted on this year, and not a single one came through for you tonight. That's scary. 0-1, bounce toward third, deep right there will be Estrada. That is going to be deep in the 6 hole, and Estrada couldn't get there, but it was Jordan Barth, and Barth gave way, or actually, pardon me, Estrada gave way, so a single for Curtis Byrne. But, and again, you have a 5-run, 12-hit attack tonight. You've got 12 hits tonight, but you're right now down by 9 runs. Did I say 9 runs? You're down by 11 runs. What am I saying? Unbelievable. I mean, it hasn't happened all year. And if you're Sioux Falls, man, you know it. You know you're in it now. You know now. You came here and you made a statement. I mean, I'm impressed, but I'm depressed too, though. This is a Sioux City broadcast, so, I mean, you know, it is what it is, but the one on the layer. Away for the ball, 2-0. So we know Chicago's gone forward. The X's will have to play tomorrow, barring a major comeback here. 2 at a layer. Ground ball toward the bag at second. That's a base hit, though. And they'll be at first and second, but Lalonde with a third of an inning for them. I wonder, too, and I wonder the psyche, and this is something we'll have to discuss tomorrow. I wonder the psyche of the X's tomorrow, because you had to feel in that dugout in the 7th inning with Austin Drury done and what he had done. You had to feel like, okay, we're in business here. We've done what we need to do. Found away right side by Austin Davis, but you know, you kind of had chances in the ball game to blow it open. You know, you had those double plays. You know, but you did what you had to do against good pitching, and you were in the lead. And it felt like when you went the 7th that you needed 3 outs there, you'd be fine. You were going to be fine. You never got dissipated, and you never got your high leverage situation set up like you wanted to. The 0-1. It's away for the ball, 1-1, because Jesse's coming in with the flames all over the place. I mean, it's not like he could come in a clean inning. Just the whole thing came unraveled, and you got to wonder the confidence level of the X's tomorrow. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a wave, 1-2. And it should be Weatherby tomorrow. I expect Weatherby tomorrow. Probably McQuarrie in relief as well. But, you know, again, you just shake your head because these guys, and the thing about these young men, they were not here in 2023, but you've been there and you know what you're going through. I get it, man. Great crowd tonight too, but 1-2. Line to left, that'll be a base hit down the line. Toward the corner, that'll score Byrne. He'll race around, layers over at third, and Austin Davis is a double. It's now 16-6. 16-6. Yeah, they got pizza there. Austin Davis an RBI. That's a double. Their bullpen does stir now. I don't know if they would go, who is that down there, but the right-hander getting loose. Here's Henry George, only one down here. Lair at third. A righty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch, and Henry takes it high for the ball, 1-0. The X's, remember the X's were down 6-5 in the bottom of the seventh inning. Henry George reached on the E6, stole second, strikeout of Knowles, and they had a walk. They had two aboard and couldn't tie the ball game. Away for the ball, 2-0. And, you know, you were only down by a run then, but it was that 10 spot. Gosh, 10 spot. I'm looking at the scoreboard out there. I'm just like, is that possible that they actually gave up 10 runs? 2-0. Ground ball left side, base hit against the shift. Another run comes home. Davis will come home. There's a throw, actually no throw now. And 2-run RBI for Henry George, single. That'll score Lair. It's funny, you look at Mike Hart there, and Mike Hart initially kind of came in like he was going to cock and throw. But then he knows Austin Davis' speed. He just puts the brakes on and says, you know what, I'm not going to throw that. I mean, Austin Davis is already speeding around third, and Hart comes up like he's going to throw home, but he's like, wait, no, I'm not doing that. So it's 16-8. Sean Knowles will be the batter. Henry George at first. Let's see who's going to go. They're throwback over, but back in there. So 3 runs home in the inning. 1 down. And the pitch to Knowles. That's away for the ball, 1-0. We're in the 8th inning, though, and we've got some 5 outs to play with, but you need a crooked nut. Can you do a 10-run inning? That's the question. Now it's away for the ball, 2-0. The only difference is they did it against your high-leverage guys. That's the shocking part. Well, Henry George being held at first. 2-0. Knowles takes it high, 3-0. Sneaky's chicken out of town scoreboard, the 12th inning. Fargo 2, Kansas City 2. 3 balls, no strikes to Knowles. Pitch, it's away, ball 4, he walked him. So the inning continues here. Mike Meyer on the top step down there. I don't know if he'd make a move here, but yeah, he is. That'll be it. So Dahlin is done, and they're going to use another pitcher here, 3, 4, 5. They're going to use their 6th. Go on the bullpen, so we'll step aside. Timeout time right here on AABaseball.tv. Josh Day facing Matt Salter, the right-hander. We'll give him his numbers in a moment, but this has repercussions for tomorrow. There's Salter's numbers, a 4.50, young man from North Carolina. But the veteran guy, I thought would be in the mix for tomorrow. Now, he pitched on Wednesday night, too, though. The 1-0. There it is on the inside corner, 1-1. Now, Dahlin has the book still open here. He went a third, 3 runs all earned. It's 16-8 Sioux Falls. But this tells me probably it's going to be Zimmerman tomorrow. Foul back, and it's 1-2. Salter in relief here. I would imagine Zimmerman tomorrow is what we think is going to happen now. Weatherby for sure for the X's. That was the plan all along, but you were hoping you would not be down 16-8 on the 8th inning. But there's that. First and second, time is called for Day. Now, Day earlier had a sac fly, and the X's, when they were rolling right along, remember, it was a 5-2 lead for Sioux City in the top of the 7th. It's now 16-8. 1-2. That's inside 2-2. Yeah, they've gone the 12th inning, and that Sneaky's chicken out-of-town board in Kansas City, 2-2. Fargo and Kansas City. 2-2 from Salter. That's down away, 3-2. You know, it does become interesting here. If you load the bases, Quinones has had the rough luck tonight. He had the double plays. 2 of them were line shots, doubled up at third. The other one, 3-2 payoff, foul boy. It shoots out of the ballpark. But, again, still something left here. You got something in the tank. They're battling. That's the thing. These X's are battling. As bad as that was in the 7th and 8th, as bad as that looked, payoff. Swinging away, got him up the ladder. Strikeout for Josh Day, and Salter, a huge strikeout there. The Sioux Falls faithful, there's a lot of them here. Down there enjoying things here. You know what, and they should. I mean, they were down there on their hands in the 7th inning. They were on their hands, okay? And you gotta love being a fan. Being a fan's great because you were in this situation where you're down to your last 9 outs. Suddenly you're like, what? Quinones takes it high for the ball, 1-0. I mean, being a fan is great, man, because you're down, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, the joy, the elation, but the pain as well, man. It's the same for everybody. 1-0. Swinging away, 1-1. And tomorrow night, someone is going to go home happy. Someone will go home very distraught. I can tell you this. I miss my wife, but I was planning on going somewhere Monday. That's my plan. And it wasn't home. 1-1. Foul back, 1-2. Just get one more base runner here and get maybe the line moving. Because Vuletic got the 2 hits tonight. Texas got 15 hits. Here's the pitch of Quinones. That's away for the ball. 2-2. I mean, if you get this thing to, I don't know, 16 to, even if it's 5, I think you're sort of like, okay, you came back, you had a statement yourself, right? It's a 2-2. That's away, 3-2. I mean, if optically tonight, if you lose tonight let's say you lose tonight 16-12, I think you feel, I mean, yes, it's not a consolation prize, but you sort of feel like, okay, we didn't roll over, right? 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Quinones. Runners go. That's going to be ball 4. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Where are we in a hurry for right there? Bultron just pulled the trigger there, and there's out number 3. He's in a hurry to go somewhere. I don't know where. It's Friday night. They stay open late tonight. That was ball 4. Ball 4 right there, but he calls a strike, and there's out number 3. X's get 3 runs in the inning. We're through 8. It's the ninth we go. 16-8 Canaries. This is AABaseball.tv. And Jeremy Goins takes over 2-3 in a 6-8-0 in the regular season. 16-8 Sioux Falls in the 9th inning. First pitch to Scott Combs at the knees. A called strike, 1-1. Boy, and here's one for you, too. I said this on the radio a moment ago. Sioux Falls made 4 errors tonight. They made 4 errors, and they've got an 8-run lead. Going away for the ball, 1-1. I will tell you, the more I think about it in the break, the way they did it tonight is unorthodox, okay? I mean, that's not the way you do it, the 1-1. High and away, 2-1. But it doesn't matter if your offense does what they did. Whatever scouting report you had in the 7th and 8th, burn that one, right? 2-1. Fouled away right side. They'll be down the line. Yeah, I mean, I did the line score on the radio and went, wait, they had 4 errors? I mean, I knew they had 4 errors, but you thought the defense was going to do them in. It didn't. I mean, again, you can't throw strikes, or you do throw strikes. You can't get outs. 2-2 is fouled back. And the case was, here's the thing, too. Thought about this in the break, too. You look back at the 7th and 8th inning for Sioux City, it wasn't – the walks did get you in trouble in the 8th inning, but that 7th inning, it was hits. The walks got you in trouble in the 8th inning. It's down and away for the ball, 3-2. I mean, in that 8th inning – I mean, you had 3. You had Gherkin walked a pair, and then DeTay walked 1. But you're only going to walk tonight in this one. It looks like 5. All Goins has got a payout pitch to Combs here. Swinging away, have got him. Going away. And again, a quality start for Austin Drury. He went 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs were earned. He walked a pair. He struck out 10 tonight, but there's your line score. 16 runs on 16 hits and 4 errors. 8 runs on 15 hits and no errors. You know, that was one of John Colomita's clicks, or not his clicks, his picks, or his keys, I'm sorry. At the knees, they called strike 1-1. You played good defense. You dictated the terms of the base paths. You did some things. You scored runs, but what did you not do? You didn't get outs in the 7th and 8th. Oh, what? Here's one towered out toward left. That should be shallow, though. That'll carry out. Day's out. George is in. It'll be Day going out in the shallow garden left. There's out number 2. So 2 away as Achenbach pops up the shoot. 2 down. Mike Hardy was our CapEx tip of the cap tonight. Little bat. And really, you know what? Go back to his home run back in the 6th inning. At that time, it was a 5-1 ball game, right? His home run made it 5-2. He ran around the bases in a hurry. He had his head down. He didn't slow it around. He was just matter of fact about it. Hart takes on the outside corner, called strike, 0-1. And, you know, it was still game. It was 5-1, but it was okay. 3-run game, and it was a big moment in the ball game. Missed down and in for a ball, and you know, at the time you tip your cap because behind him, Henry struck out, Botcher struck out, and then remember Estrada walked, but it caught stealing. Remember that? Here's the 1-1. Curveball swinging a foul tip off a burn. It's 1-2. But it was sort of, you know, I remember watching Hart run the bases with his head down in a hurry. He was not jogging for a home run. He was in a hurry. As if we've got work to do here. There's no reason to be jogging around the bases. And that sent a message, I think, to his dugout. Here's the 1-2. Swinging away, have got him in a 1-2-3 inning for the X's here in this 9th inning. Last call for Sioux City, down by 8, 16-8 on ABaseball.tv. Hasty again tastes like victory as the X's are a long way from that tonight. Hasty the closer here. Vuletich, Montgomery, and Byrne, you're down by 8. And honestly, you probably should be already at the clubhouse having a nice evening and ready for an off day tomorrow, but you don't. And tip your cap to Sioux Falls tonight. They've got the lead of 16-8. Something that's not happened all year to Sioux City is a complete meltdown late, and it happened. And it happened big time. Here's a ground ball right side, 3-4. Going to be a foot race at first. Hasty's over, and he's not going to get there. And Vuletich aboard. And that went over the head of Hasty as well, who got over. And Hasty, foot race. He was there right at the time Vuletich got there, but ranging over was Achenbach, and it was a tough play. 16th hit for the X's. Vuletich will have 3 hits in the ball game. Torrin Montgomery. Now maybe here, my thinking is here. Now granted, tomorrow it's now or never, but you want to see pitches from Hasty tonight. You want to see something. Here's Montgomery. High for the ball, 1-0. The more pitches you see from Hasty, the more sample size you see tonight. That'll be a good thing going forward. 1 ball, no strikes as a right-hander deals. That's inside, 2-0. If you join us late, the X's Fell behind 1-0, tied it in the second, 1-1, then had one spot in the third and 2 in the fourth inning, had a 4-1 lead, then went to 5-2 lead. Actually, pardon me, went to a 4-1 lead, then went 5-2 lead into the seventh. As at the knees 2-1, but then gave up 4 in the seventh, 10 in the eighth inning. Just never recovered. 2-1. Popped up, right side foul territory. There's room over there for Zimmerman. He's got it, I think. Yep, he makes the play with the rail, went away. 2 more outs to go, and the X's will have to play tomorrow for do or die. This one will haunt. It will haunt no matter what. I don't care if you win tomorrow night. If you win tomorrow night, you kind of toss it aside, right? You lose tomorrow night, I don't want to think about it, okay? It'll be nerve-wracking, I'll tell you that. It'll be nerve-wracking for everybody involved. But resilience has been this team's calling card all year. Byrne takes it at the knees. A called strike, 1-1. Again, the Birds have scored 4 in the seventh. They scored 10 in the eighth inning. I mean, it wasn't any one person. It was a cast of everyone, and that's the thing. Maybe that's the saving grace. A collective, right, is the 0-1. Swinging away. Beard gave up 2 earned. Jesse 2 earned. DeTay 4. Gherkin 5. Thomas 1. I mean, everybody charged with something down there besides Goins. Goins, the only 1-2-3 bullpen inning tonight came in the top of the inning. 0-2 to Byrne. And the pitch coming out. Swinging away. There's out number 2. 2 down here. Closer Hasty. It's not a save situation here, but Michael Escato will bat for Abdul Layer here. So Layer having a seat, and Escato getting a bat here in this one, where this one's out of reach here. Be a lot of soul searching tonight in this one. A long evening ahead for everybody. Of course, the Birds going to drive back, but they'll be happy. The X's, though, a lot of soul searching in this one. Boy, first one, Escato foul back 1-1, and I really interested to hear what Steve Montgomery's going to say tonight. The 0-1. High for the ball, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 16-8. Sioux Falls in this one. Again, the X's only look in the mirror tonight. Here's the 1-1. Anthony's a called strike 1-2. But again, I said, you know, you're down to your final strike, but this team's resiliency all year. And so is Sioux Falls, man. Hey, they were resilient tonight. They were the resilient team tonight, and maybe the X's will do it tomorrow night. 1-2. It's away for the ball, 2-2. I mean, it's about resiliency, right? It's about resiliency. And the Sioux Falls fans are down there enjoying things, and they should, man. They should. I don't blame them. 2-2. Foul back. But again, in the seventh inning, they were sitting on their hands there. And 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. X is 1 strike away from playing to move on tomorrow. Low, it's 3-2. That hit him in the shoes? No. Or did it? No, foul ball. A new ball, new baseball. Sorry about that. They go on the 13th inning there in Kansas City tonight, 2-2 on the Sneakies chicken out of town board. We'll wrap it all up. We'll go to the clubhouse. I know Steve Montgomery will have be interesting to hear from him tonight. We'll have highlights and more. 3-2 payoff. That's outside. He walked in ball for us. So again, you're seeing Hasty getting some, he'll work back to back here, but I like the fact you're making him work, and you're going to see something on film here, right?
Center fielder, number 17, Austin Davis.
Again, tomorrow night, gates open at 5 o'clock, 6:05 the first pitch, okay? So just so you'll know, I know I've seen some 7:05s out there, but it's 6:05 tomorrow. Pitch to Austin Davis, low for the ball, 1-0. The X's also tonight got one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They stole 7 bases tonight. They're going to get beat by 8. 1-0. Low for the ball, 2-0. That's amazing, man. Sioux Falls made 4 errors. They gave up 7 stolen bases and are winning by 8. It's a funny game, and it's just a flat-out funny game. 2-0. That's on the inside corner, 2-1. The Canaries trying to move on in the postseason. They've trying to win a title the first time since 2008. The X's trying to win their first. 2-1. Swinging a wave, 2-2. Final strike again. Yeah, Steve Shirley took him to 60 and 36 back in 2008. Of course, he managed here as well. He managed both clubs, and the next year he was in Sioux Falls with a guy named Mahomes Sr. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Hasty will look to second. 2-2 to Davis. Popped up, right side of the infield. Zimmerman's there behind the bag. He'll make the play, and the game is over. And Sioux Falls will force a game 3. Final score 16-8. The Canaries come to town, and they take care of business in an impressive fashion for Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls wins it 16-8 over Sioux City. Thanks for joining us tonight on our broadcast on AABaseball.tv, MeTV, and of course Unbeaten Sports. The Canaries 16 and Sioux City 8. Eric Larson next door, big tip of the cap there. John Colavita as well. Also our friend Tanner Hoops for helping our broadcast. All you folks who were part of this one, as our baseball family says thank you for joining us tonight from here in Sioux City. For the X's faithful was bad news. Sioux Falls 16, Sioux City 8. Until tomorrow night, good night, everybody.